Vocational specialist Rekha Calderon is suing the mother of her son's friend, medical assistant Sharon Eagles. Rekha claims Sharon had her son falsely arrested for trespassing.
Yeah, this is case number 199 on the calendar, the matter of Calderon versus Eagles. Parties have been sworn in, Judge. You may be seated, gentlemen. Have seats.
Ms. Calderon, it is your claim that the defendant had your son falsely arrested.
Yes.
And you want all kinds of damages. Ms. Eagles says in her response that your son is a bad influence on her boy. She didn't want him in her home. He violated a direction by the police to stay out of her home. She had an absolute right to have him arrested for trespass because he was told to stay out of her home. That's your defense.
Correct.
Is that right?
Yes.
Which boys are they?
My son Matthew.
Matthew, step up. And which is your boy?
Devin.
Devin. I'm going to start with you, Miss Eagles.
Okay.
What's wrong with him?
Well, I do not like some of the things that Matthew does
How do you know about these things?
because my son has been hanging out with him for quite some time, and
Well, tell me about how long they've been hanging out together, and how do you know it's Matthew that's the cause of the trouble?
well, they've been hanging around each other for, I'm going to say approximately 4 years, 5 years.
Okay.
And I know that whenever Devin was around him, he would just turn into something that I could not control. He would be obnoxious to me.
You mean your son?
Yes. I knew that Matthew was involved with drugs, and I'm trying to keep my son from being involved in such garbage, and that's why
How
I know.
did you know that Matthew was involved with drugs?
Well, I know on one occasion, Kevin told me that Matthew had drugs.
Who's Kevin?
Kevin is right here.
Kevin, do you have a last name?
Blair.
Kevin, how do you know these people?
Devin's my friend. That's his mom, and that's Matt and his mom.
Well, I know who the players are.
Yeah.
I asked you how you knew them. Devin is your friend. What about Matthew?
He was my friend.
Did you ever tell Mrs. Eagles that Matthew was using drugs?
Yeah.
When did you tell her that?
I'm not exactly sure when. It was a while ago.
Give me a year. Was it this year?
Yeah. I think it was this year.
I want you to try yes.
Yes.
What kind of drugs did you tell Mrs. Eagles that Matthew was involved with?
Cocaine.
And how did you know that?
Because I've seen him with it before.
Look at me. Because you've seen him with it when?
Previous to that.
Did he sell it?
No, I just seen him with it.
Tell me about the time that you saw him with it. Look at me.
All right. We were...
You don't like my Jack Nicholson? Go ahead.
I don't know. I've seen him with it. I'm not exactly
Listen.
sure when.
Do you use drugs regularly?
No?
Do you use cocaine regularly?
No?
Do you ever use cocaine?
No?
Did you ever try cocaine?
No.
So it was really an unusual occurrence when you saw Matthew with cocaine, right?
Yes.
Then I want you to tell me when it was. Tell me the circumstances, because after you saw him with the cocaine one time, you told Mrs. Eagles, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then, think. I want you to put on your thinking cap. Think. Oh, we may have to wait a while.
I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure when I remember seeing him have it.
I didn't ask you when. I asked you to tell me the story about it. Were you in school? Were you at home? Were you in the street? Were you at a party?
Oh, we were at a party.
Who was at the party?
Matt, me, Devin, a whole bunch of other people.
And tell me exactly what you saw Matthew do with the cocaine.
I seen him.
Look,
I seen him pull it out and play
how
with
was it packaged?
in a little bag.
He pulled it out of where? His pocket?
Yeah.
And what did he do with it?
He just looked at it. It was never. He didn't like pull it out of the bag or anything.
Did he say anything?
He was like, "I got some coke."
You didn't see him do anything with it?
No.
And then he put it back in his pocket?
Mm-hmm.
And didn't use it during the course of the party?
Well, not that I remember seeing.
Now, when did you tell that to Mrs. Eagles?
I don't know. Maybe a month or two.
Mrs. Eagles, tell me what he said to you when he told you about the cocaine.
He told me that He knew for a fact that Matt and another individual had it and that they had given Devin some.
Well, he didn't tell that to me just now.
Well,
He didn't tell that to me just now.
he said that he knew that they did the cocaine New Year's Eve.
It's not what he's saying now.
Well,
Sit down. What grade are you in school, Devin?
9th.
Ever been suspended from school?
Yes.
How many times?
Twice.
For what?
Smoking and
Smoking cigarettes. In school.
on school grounds.
Close enough. How old are you?
15.
How old were you when you got suspended for smoking?
15.
So it was a recent suspension.
Last year.
So once for smoking last year. And then, what did you get?
Fighting.
Fighting. When did you get suspended for fighting? You don't worry, I'm going to get to you in a minute.
2 years ago,
2 years ago. Or last year.
I had, like, in-school suspension because of fighting last year.
And the year before that?
No.
Have you been suspended from school, either an in-school or an out-of-school suspension, more than twice?
I don't think so.
You know what?
I don't think so.
He doesn't think so. Have you ever been arrested?
No.
Did you pass any or all of your subjects last year?
Yes.
How many did you pass?
4.
And how many did you have?
About 8.
So you passed about 50% of your classes last year. Is
Well,
that right?
Yep.
What are you doing this summer?
Well, I can't go to summer school
Why?
because I skip school too much. I have to
So,
repeat the grade.
so you have an attendance problem.
Yeah. Yes.
When you don't go to school, where do you go?
Stayed home.
Does your mother work?
Yes.
What kind of work does she do?
She's a medical transcriptionist.
You have brothers and sisters?
One brother,
How old is your brother?
18.
Does he live in the home or out of the home?
And
In the home. What does he do?
nothing.
So your mother has 2 children. She works full time, and she's got 2 children who do nothing except make
Yep.
trouble. Is that what you're telling me?
No.
Sure. You stay home from school. You do nothing. You get suspended from school. You do nothing. You pass half of your classes. You got an 18-year-old brother who does nothing.
Well, then, yes.
Right. Now turning over to this side of the table. How old are you, Matthew?
16.
Your last report card that you got, how many classes did you have?
5.
How many did you pass?
4.
What did you fail?
Math.
Were you in regular attendance in school last year?
Yes.
Ever been arrested?
Yes.
When?
When I was 15,
For what?
someone had left a stolen bike at my house.
You were arrested because somebody else did something wrong.
Yeah, the case was dismissed, though, because they
That
found...
doesn't necessarily mean anything. What you're telling me is somebody else did something wrong. They arrested you.
Yes.
And that was your only arrest.
Yes.
Now, this business about cocaine. Have you ever tried cocaine?
No, I have not.
Have you ever touched cocaine?
No, I have not.
Mrs. Eagles doesn't like you. You know that?
Yes.
And I assume you've known that for a long time.
Yes, sure.
Did she ever tell you not to come to her house?
Yes, she has.
Before you were arrested, she told you not to come to her house.
Yes.
And she told you not to come to her house before you were arrested. Is that
Yes.
right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you go to her house again?
No, I didn't.
You mean after she told you not to come to her house, you were not in her house again?
Correct.
When did she tell you not to come to her house?
Maybe about a month before I was arrested.
Give me the month.
Early December.
So far, is that correct?
I told him numerous times, starting in September, maybe 2 years ago.
All right. But you knew he came to your house, and he came to your house invited by your son.
I did not know that he was going to my home.
Well, he didn't break into your house, madam. He came invited by your son, who was playing hooky from school.
I told him to stay away, and whether Devin let him in, I was at work, I had no way of knowing. But he was not allowed to go to my home at all.
When did you finally call the police?
I went over to the Juvenile Bureau on several occasions.
When did you finally call the police?
Then I finally called them in, I think it was November.
When was he arrested?
He was arrested in January
Why in January?
because on December 31st, I came home from work and I found him in my apartment.
Is that right?
No.
You mean she's lying about finding you in her home?
Yeah. Yes, Your Honor.
Devin, was Matthew in your home on December 31st?
Yes, he was. My mom came home early from work and caught me, Matt, and Kevin in there. We were at my house
That right?
before we were gonna.
She says you were there. Her son says you were there. And your old friend Kevin, although he didn't even have to think about it for a minute, says that you were there. And that's why you were arrested for trespass. Because that's your claim. Your claim is that Mrs. Eagles had your son falsely arrested for trespass and you want to be compensated.
Yes, Your Honor.
She told him to stay out of her home. He went to her home.
Well, he wasn't at her home the day that she said that.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that he wasn't there December 31st. I have 3 people who say that he was there.
Your Honor, I showed up in court 3 appearances with witnesses and documentation at the courtroom. If she had my son arrested for those charges, she should have showed up at the courtroom. She never did.
Showed up is not
But
the
I
issue.
had witnesses
We are not
to
in.
prove my son was not at her home.
I'll hear your witnesses.
I don't have them all with me. I have Michael with me. He did pick my son up at 5 o'clock. I was home from work that day at 3 o'clock. Michael picked my son up from our home at 5 o'clock that evening.
When did you see him at your home?
It was probably about 3:45 or 4 because I distinctly remember I was sick that day and I went home early. They don't expect me home until after 6 or.
So you cannot account for where he was at 4 o'clock. Is
He
that
was
right?
home with me, Your Honor.
I don't believe that.
That is the truth.
I don't believe it.
Judge Judy's son was falsely arrested when Sharon Eagles filed a complaint. Sharon says the boy was trespassing on her property.
Listen, this is the problem, Ms. Calderon. I believe that your son was told that he was not welcome in her home. If he was told that, and he acknowledges he was told that, he acknowledges that he was told that in early December, which means that any time after early December, he knew that the welcome mat was closed. This is not Devon's home. Devon merely lives there because his mother lets him live there. She owns the space there. Your son was there. I do not believe he wasn't there.
Your Honor, may I say something?
Sure.
Mrs. Eagle's not telling the truth right now, but on many occasions, we've known them for 4 years. My son and her son met in middle school. On many occasions, Mrs. Eagle would tell my son not to come to her house or that she did not want the children hanging out together. Mrs. Eagles would then deliberately bring her son to my house, drop him off for days at a time.
Listen to me. That's okay. You have just acknowledged that she told your son not to come to her house.
Yes.
She could bring him to your house. You could say, I don't want him in my house. But once the owner of the premises says you are no longer welcome in my private residence, that's it. If you go there, you are trespassing. That's what she had him arrested for. But I have to tell you something. Just pay careful attention to me.
Yes,
It takes 2 to tango.
I understand that.
Okay. So that he's not the bad influence. Together, they're not good for each other.
I guess that's a better way of putting it.
Right. Now, as a parent, you say, listen, I got 2 bad kids. They're worse when they're married. So if I separate them, maybe I have a better chance of working with mine. So you have the right as a parent to say, I want to keep them separated. That's why I started with you. I don't want you to think that I believe that he is a bad influence on him. This one doesn't know whether he's a foot or horseback. He told you one story. He told me a different story. Okay? But you are entitled to say, in my home, I don't want to see your face. And if you've done it and you've been unsuccessful, then you go to the police and you have him arrested.
And
Period. End of discussion. Case over. Goodbye.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
I'm extremely upset that they could just go in there and stand in front of Judge Judy and lie
I didn't tell the truth, and they won by not telling the truth.
and say that he was not there.
She has lots of issues with her own children, so she blames everybody else's children for her son's problems.
My son's not an angel, but I just,
Caused a lot of trouble financially and everything.
I had no other recourse.
And now,
All parties in the matter, Pedrosa versus Collazo. Step forward, please.
20-year-old stay-at-home mom, Christina Pedrosa, is suing the father of her child, 22-year-old construction worker David Collazo, for the return of her belongings. David says Christina is keeping him from seeing his child.
Ms. Pedrosa, you and the defendant have a young child together. Baby is about a year old. And you lived together for a short period of time, separated. And it is your claim that the defendant kept certain property that you amassed together that you should have. And that also you had certain of your personal property, clothes and stuff, that the defendant trashed or got rid of. Mr. Collazo said he kept what was his, what he paid for, and that he gave you ample opportunity to get your stuff, and he put it out on the porch, and it's gone. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Tell me when you lived together.
2000, 2001, 2002.
And when was your daughter born?
August 8th, last year.
And who is this?
This is my father.
When did you separate? When did you move out with the baby?
Like 4 months ago.
Is that right? You moved out in June?
Yes.
When you left in June, what property did you take with you?
The baby's clothes and her dresser and her little knickknacks, and that's it. He wouldn't let me get anything else. When I went in, I've got the police reports from when I lived with them. The police was called. The day that we went there to pick up this stuff, I had the police come with me, but he was so drunk, he was acting crazy. And
This is a lot more information than I think I should. This is
to get your stuff.
Mr. Collazo, don't talk to
You wouldn't
Mr.
let me.
Collazo, don't talk to her. Talk to me. You want to talk to her? Go outside. You want to talk in court? You talk to me. I want to know what property it is that you think that you are entitled to, Miss Pedroso, and let's do it quickly, please, because I'm beginning to lose it.
everything that I paid for, my recliner.
Well, you tell me what you paid for.
Okay, I've got receipts for my recliner that I paid for.
All right, recline. Just a second.
Right.
Recliner. Go ahead.
My dining room table and chairs.
Yes.
My bed.
It means that's the bed that you and Mr. Collazo shared.
Yeah.
I told you you could have everything.
Shh, Mr. Collazo. You're going to have a turn. I give everybody a turn.
I'm sorry.
If they're good, they get a turn. They're not good, they don't. Go ahead.
My clothes bag. He took all my clothes.
Oh.
I left him right there when Mr. Officer told me to leave him.
Now, you purchased a recliner, a table and chairs, and the bed.
Mm-hmm.
What did you purchase it with?
My credit card.
So you don't mind if she gets the recliner, table and chairs, and bed, right?
Yeah, they don't bother me.
No, I want you to look something. Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
She can come and get
She could come and get it.
the recliner, table and chairs, and bed.
The recliner tables and chairs and bed.
Perfect, because they're on her credit card. You don't have to repeat that. And she is responsible for paying for it. Fine. So
But-
you're going to get your recliner, table and chairs, and bed, pick them up within 5 days. You bring the U-Haul it. What's next?
I have a washer and dryer also.
Was that also purchased on your credit
No.
card?
No.
Well, who purchased it?
That was given me by my father. He purchased it from my brother.
Is that right?
Yes.
Washer and dryer? Did you buy that? Mr. Collazo.
No, but I helped her buy all that other stuff that she had.
What other stuff?
Girl,
Shh. What other stuff, Mr. Collazo?
everything she wants.
They're just
I
a
paid
bit, but
for
it's
that
on her
stuff.
credit
I
card.
didn't pay for all of it.
Did
But
you work?
Don't, Miss Pedroso.
I paid for it.
Don't. Don't irritate me. I'm ready to kiss you both goodbye.
Your Honor.
Speak not. That's it. She's also going to get the washer and dryer because her father gave it to her as a gift.
Yeah.
Right? So, recliner, table and chairs, bed, washer and dryer. You got it. Now, your clothes? Should have gotten your clothes when you went to pick up the baby's things in the dresser. Because he put the clothes out on the front porch. He doesn't have them anymore.
Listen, I went there with the cops, the sheriff.
Police.
The police. Yes. There was one cop. When I went there, I tried to get...
come in my crib when I'm sleeping. You gonna come to my house while I'm sleeping? Just
Mr. Collazo.
Drunk,
Mr.
naked
Collazo.
on the chair.
Shh. Mr. Collazo.
It's my house. I was chilling.
What should I have a discussion with him, Bird? And then if he opens his mouth again, throw him out.
This is the best way I can explain to you. If you keep it up, she's going to throw you out. Okay? And then I'd be forced to throw you out. You don't want that, do you?
No.
Okay. So you know what you do? Respect the court.
I'm
all right?
sorry.
Take your time. You all right?
Yeah, I'm cool.
Cool.
I'm sorry.
Where are her clothes?
I put them on the porch. The cop said, because I was like, why you guys come to my house for? Just because she had the keys. She was already gone.
No, look at me. Look at me. Don't look at her. I don't want you to look at her. You put her clothes on the porch?
Mm-hmm. Right in front of the cop.
And the
He's like,
listen to me.
He told me to
And the
leave, and I
police-
left, and then she was supposed to come back.
Whose mouth is moving?
Both years.
And if both of their mouths are moving, who wins?
Judge Judy wins.
Just answer me. You put the clothes on the porch at the direction of a police officer.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you're
Yes,
telling
ma'am.
me? Were you present? The answer is yes or no.
I wasn't present when the clothes were put there, ma'am, but I was there when we went to pick up the clothes. Pick up her stuff a couple times with the chief of police.
Step up.
So I had no warrant coming on.
I have.
And what
her-
happened?
Left.
When we got there, David was very argumentative. He was drunk, and he was yelling at us to get out of his house. He was starting to push the chief around. The chief says, I don't need this, because he's a short guy. He was getting ready to call backup, and then he says, you know what, because they started arguing in the trailer. And then he said, well, you know what, why don't you guys just leave, get the baby stuff out, and you just go to court and get your stuff. But Christina's clothes, Your Honor, were still in the trailer. He wouldn't let him take it. Then, when he told her to come and get her stuff, she went there. There was no police, from my understanding, because I talked to the chief. No police officers went there when he said he put the clothes out there. There was no clothes out.
You don't know that. Mr. Collazo, you want to be a smart man? Shh, quiet. You want to be a smart man?
One day.
I want all of those things ready. And I want them all in reasonable condition. I don't want you to do anything nasty to them, because now I'm going to get to you with regard to seeing your daughter.
Thank you.
Okay. You have a drinking problem, Mr. Collazo? Been around the town for a long time. You have a drinking problem, Mr. Collazo. Because if you didn't have either a drinking problem or another problem with substances, you wouldn't be behaving the way that you are in court today. So you got a little bit of spirit from someplace other than your soul today before you came to court. I don't want to go into it with you, but I'm going to tell you this. If you made a baby, look at me. If you made a baby,
take care of my daughter.
Listen to me. If you made a baby, you have an obligation. You have an obligation to be a father. And that means having a job, being sober, making arrangements to see your daughter, and if she for some reason wants
to do, she shake her butt.
You're not paying attention, sir. And I have to conclude that since you know who I am, that the reason you're not paying attention to what I'm telling you is because you are a little bit high. So I want you to listen to me. She can't have you around a child who's a year old.
Punk boyfriend, the one to be smoking weed by my daughter.
Just a second. Mr. Collazo, look at me. What you're telling me is that Miss Pedroso is not behaving properly.
Yeah, but
I'm not. Are you listening?
Yeah.
Or are you listening to your inner voices? You have to see to it that you see your daughter by going to court, asking for an order of visitation, saying, I do everything right. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. I have a job. I'm prepared to regularly support my daughter. I want to be able to see her. And if she doesn't let you do it and doesn't let you see your daughter, judge is going to say to her, I'm going to take the child away from you.
Yeah, then where's she going to go?
She's going to come and live with you.
No, Your Honor, you know what? I have no problem with him seeing his daughter, but he is doing this, getting drunk, getting high, and...
How you know? You ain't
Because I know.
Miss Pedroso.
I go to work every morning. I wake up at 5:30 every single morning.
You
what
don't
do you do?
have to.
You shake your
but
butt.
He
for
paid $50 for her birthday, and that's it.
Put him out. He doesn't get it.
He paid $50 for her birthday.
Pay careful attention to me because I can't talk over two people talking. That's not the way I run this place. If he's not doing the right thing, and if you feel as if your daughter is at risk if she spends time with him, then you're right. But if he gets his act together, it's not right for you. You picked him. You had this baby with him.
I told him that. If he right now he's got a job, yay. But he's still on drinking, doing drugs, and he's not responsible for that.
If he is,
and he doesn't
then you
pay
are
nothing.
right. If he is, then you're right. And he shouldn't see the child unless you're comfortable that the child is safe with him.
That's all I'm saying.
That's all. Meanwhile, you go and pick up 5 days. We'll prepare the order. The recliner, table and chairs, bed, washer, dryer, goodbye.
I just want to see my daughter.
As far as I'm concerned, David, we'll get to see his daughter if he straightens out his act a little bit.
I drink, so. That's
He's
his
a
problem.
mommy's boy. His parents, everything.
I'd rather take my daughter myself and not have her little boyfriend smoking weed and around my daughter.
He lies about everything.
So you don't think she don't drink and do drugs?
He says he pays for his daughter. He don't pay nothing.
She gonna do all the things she do, and she gonna come on Judge Judy and try.
Caregiver Dorothy Rochelle is suing her deceased client's granddaughter, litigation secretary Joyce Martin, for slander and pain and suffering. Joyce says Dorothy took out a life insurance policy on her grandmother.
All rise.
This is case number 271 on the calendar in the matter of Rochelle versus Martin.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Judge. Parties have been sworn in. You may be seated. Folks, have a seat.
Miss Rochelle, you were the caregiver for the defendant's grandmother.
Yes, ma'am.
Who passed away on the 31st?
24th of January.
24th of January. It is your claim that the defendant slandered you by claiming that you took some money that you shouldn't have, that was her grandmother's money.
Yes.
I think that was in Social Security checks, that because she said that you had taken those checks and you weren't authorized to at that time, the money was taken out of your account, causing other checks that you wrote to bounce. So what you're suing her for is $5,000 for the aggravation that you had and the bounce check fees, et cetera, and also for slandering you.
Yes.
Ms. Martin is going to explain to me what happened. She says that this whole thing is really about an insurance policy that you had on the life of her grandmother, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So let me try to place this in perspective. Ms. Rochelle, when did you start to act as the caregiver for Miss Martin's grandmother?
In May of 1999.
What was wrong with her grandmother?
She couldn't walk very well due to rheumatoid arthritis, and she's a diabetic also, so she didn't get around very well.
Was your grandfather alive at the time?
In 99, yes, he was.
So were you caring for both
I
of them?
cared for him also, yes.
Were you living in or just?
Yes, I was to live in.
Who hired you?
I wasn't really hired. I come here, they were my godparents. I moved here from Kansas City because I was here in December prior to May of 1999.
Oh, so you knew that they were your
yes,
godparents?
I knew them,
I
yes.
didn't realize that.
So when I got there in December, saw what condition they were living in. I mean, adults, people shouldn't have to live like that. So when I went back home, I couldn't rest. So I came back out to try to get their home and get them in living condition. And I was going to go back home. I figured everybody else would take care of them. It didn't happen. So I was here till they both died.
So your grandfather died first?
Yes, he had Alzheimer's and other conditions.
So he had Alzheimer's?
Yes.
But not her grandmother?
No.
She just had physical problems?
Physical problems. She was very strong mentally.
Okay. And it was agreed that the Social Security checks were to be direct deposited into your account?
Well, it was agreed that that's how she would pay me, yes.
So she was paying you?
Yeah, the last year, the first 2 years I worked for, took care of her and Mr. Spivey with no pay.
How much was she paying you?
June of 2002, she started paying me $1,100 per month. But prior to that, she wasn't paying me anything.
Oh, just a second. Now, was that $1,100 her Social Security check?
Yes.
Now, when did you leave the employ of, what was your grandmother's name?
Mrs. Alberta Spivey.
When did you leave Miss Spivey's employ?
I came home one Friday evening and she explained to me that Monday, which would be the 28th, that she would be going to the hospital and from there to a nursing home.
Okay. Now, that you claim that she told somebody at the bank that you had stolen money or taken money. What money?
I have an affidavit with a check that Miss Martin accused me of stealing, which was a check that I received every month for Mrs. Spivey. For Mrs. Spivey.
What month?
November 1st.
Well, you weren't in her employ in November.
But she still expected me to take care of her. I was her sole provider.
No. She left on October 28th. November 1st. You got the check. It should have been returned. Is that the check we're talking about?
The arrangement we made was that when Mrs. Spivey came to me in April of 2002, she didn't pay me for April. So when she left, by her not giving me a 30-day notice, I was supposed to keep November's payment also. That's the arrangement we made.
That's hearsay, madam. If she left your home on October 28th,
okay,
and if Miss Martin complained that you had taken November's check and appropriated it for yourself, and it was a Social Security check, then she didn't slander you. Is that the check you're complaining about?
Well, Mrs. Martin had no arrangement with Mrs. Spivey's and I arrangement, I mean, there's no written document saying I get this every month, I do that, I cast a check, she'll give me what she wanted.
Well, if there's no written document, then you can't take her Social Security. Her Social Security goes to her. So if that's what you're complaining about, Miss Rochelle, your complaint is falling on deaf ears. She says that this is all about an insurance policy, and I'm sort of curious about that insurance policy. When did Miss Spivey take out an insurance policy naming you as beneficiary?
She had the insurance policy in 2001, but when she came to live with me, she complained the whole time. We talked previously on the phone.
Just answer my questions. You can't tell me what she said to you. She's not here.
August, I believe, of 2002.
August of 2002, she changed the insurance policy, making you the beneficiary.
Yes.
Who had previously been the beneficiary?
Her daughter in Topeka, Kansas.
And where did she go when she changed the insurance policy? Did she go to somebody's office or did somebody come to her?
The insurance agent, which is present here in the court, he came to our home and took out the policy.
Who's the insurance agent?
Mr. Harvey.
Step up, please. Your last name is Harvey?
Yes.
May I interject for a moment, sir?
Yes.
The insurance policy prior to August 20th had lapsed. So a new application was issued August 20th, 2002, and this is the application to which plaintiff is referring.
So in August, when you came to the house, sir, she did not have insurance.
Correct.
Had you been Ms. Spivey's insurance agent previously on the old policy?
No.
And when you came to the house, you wrote up another insurance policy and named a different beneficiary. Is that correct?
Well, I don't know.
Is that correct, that you wrote up another policy with a new beneficiary?
Correct.
Just answer my question.
Well, I didn't know who the first beneficiary was.
Mm-hmm. Who determined, Ms. Martin, that the signature on this new policy was not your grandmother's signature?
The policy issued in August 20th, 2002 is her signature. The policy was amended in November. That is the signature my mother and I have disputed with Guarantee Life Insurance. That is not her signature.
What do you mean the policy was amended in November?
Okay.
Was the policy amended in November?
It was increased.
From what to what?
10 to 15,000.
November what?
About mid-month.
I have the
Who
exact
called
date, Your
you
Honor.
to increase the policy?
Miss Rochelle.
Miss Rochelle, who was no longer taking care of Miss Spivey. Is that right?
I was taking care of Miss Spivey. I was
No,
running
she-
back and forth to the nursing home taking care of her. Yes, I was.
On November 8th, she was not in the nursing home. She was at Broughton Medical Center.
Well, I was out there also. Records can show that too.
But also, Your Honor, this policy is a joint whole life policy with my uncle and my grandmother. My uncle was incarcerated through at least January 19th, 2003. His signature also appears on both applications. I don't see how that's possible.
I don't know either, but are you still in litigation with regard to that second policy?
We were told by Guarantee that the policy would not be paid. so
And it
we
has
have-
not been paid, is that right?
Yes.
Judge Judy will continue in a moment. Claims her deceased client's granddaughter, Joyce Martin, falsely accused her of stealing. Joyce says Dorothy took out a life insurance policy on her grandmother.
All right, not so hard. Miss Rochelle, you had no right to keep in your account Miss Spivey's Social Security check for the month of November of 2002. You were no longer taking care of her. The $1,100 was to provide for her care. She was either in a hospital or she was in a nursing home during the month of November. Both of those facilities were entitled to a piece of her Social Security check, not you. Miss Martin.
Yes, ma'am.
She has a very simplistic lawsuit here. Her lawsuit says that you accused her of stealing money, of using money that she wasn't entitled to.
Correct.
And I've just told her that she wasn't entitled to that money that she had in her bank account. And that if, because of your complaint, that money was withdrawn from her bank account and she suffered damages because other checks bounced, that's too bad.
That's correct.
Too bad. She had no right to keep that money. It was a Social Security check. I've answered you. You had no right to keep the money. You may disagree with me. That's your problem. Your case is dismissed. Goodbye. Good luck.
Parties are excused. You can step out.
I took care of this woman, grandmother and grandfather, for 4 years. She was too good to take care of them.
Package I brought with me today are the remains of my grandmother.
That she got the audacity to take me to court when she never came around.
I had her here for moral support today.
She had her girlfriends and everything she's sleeping laying up with, but she couldn't take care of her grandmother. I did it, put my life on hold, and I'm the bad guy now.
And now the next manager, Patrick Jalbert, is suing his sister-in-law, marketer Suzanne Amantea, for the unauthorized use of his credit cards. Suzanne says her sister gave her permission.
Your Honor, this is case number 418 on the calendar in the matter of Jalbert versus Amantea. Parties have been sworn in. You may be seated and have a seat, please.
Mr. Jalbert, the defendant is your sister-in-law, and it is your claim that she was living with you for a period of time, you and your wife, who is her sister. Is this your wife?
Yes.
And when she left, she stole some credit cards of yours, credit cards that had not been activated, that were in a lockbox.
Correct.
And she proceeded to use those credit cards for a variety of things, including cash withdrawals. And how much did she use, according to you, sir?
It was actually over $5,000.
The defendant says that she's very upset with her sister because her sister gave her the credit cards to use. And she doesn't understand why her sister is allowing her to take this fall. So, when was she living with you and why?
She actually lived with me for a period of about 2 years. She didn't have a job, didn't have a place to stay, and my wife and I provided her with a place to live.
How long have you been married?
14 years.
Do you have children?
3.
So you were a nice guy and let her live with you.
Mm-hmm.
Good. What happened?
Around October, she moved out, and about January 22nd, I went through the process of doing what I normally do, which is pay my bills. I noticed there were a couple new statements in there. One was from First National Bank of Omaha, which is one of my credit cards that I had paid off 2 years previously before buying my house. Completely paid off. And also my Capital One bill went from $250 up to almost $3,000.
What drew you to the defendant as the one who used the credit cards?
Okay. I asked the credit card companies to give me a detail of each transaction that came on those cards. I also asked them, after I looked at the detailed transaction, how can you do an ATM transaction? There's no PIN numbers on these cards. I had never activated them. I never had a PIN number. Therefore, these cards shouldn't have been able to be used. I found out later from First National Bank of Omaha that if you leave a card dormant for a certain period of time, they automatically activate the card. As far as activating a PIN number, it was done from my house because they record phone numbers, and it was done during a time of day that my wife, myself, the only 2 people that could have been in the house is my father-in-law, 65 years old, doesn't have the capability of doing this, and my sister. My sister-in-law.
Why doesn't he have the capability of doing
He's on
this?
kidney dialysis.
Oh, all right. I just didn't watch him because he was ancient.
Okay.
Don't worry.
What?
Don't worry.
So
by a process of really good investigation, you came up with the defendant, who doesn't deny she had the cards, correct?
No, I'm not denying it.
Good. She doesn't deny she had the cards. She says she got the cards. How?
From my sister.
Well, why don't you tell me how that happened?
Because she felt bad because, number one, he threw me out on the streets. I didn't just move out in October, and I had just moved back in prior to that. I had my own place. That was my second time around of living with them. The first time I lived with them, I didn't have nowhere to go. I moved in shortly after that. But then then I got my own place. And then I moved back in there. Why? Because the management did not care for us for some reason. I paid my rent
for who?
Me and my roommate, and they kicked us out because of who we associated with. So I went back home.
Who do you associate with?
The people down the street from the apartment building.
Well, what's wrong with them?
There's nothing wrong with them.
There has to be something wrong with them if the management office throws you out.
They're loud and they fight. Her and her boyfriend fight.
Loud and fighting is a reason to throw you out.
So I had all my documents.
Just a second. Now, when did your sister give you the credit cards?
When I was out on the streets with nowhere to go.
Is that right?
That's absolutely a lie. Oh, excuse me. Suzanne, that's absolutely, Your Honor, excuse me, that's absolutely a lie. There isn't anything I can say to you. Suzanne, how dare you? How dare you do that to me? As good as I've been to you and your son, you are sitting here and you are saying that I gave you those cards? That is a lie.
That's what she's saying. And of course it's a lie. You want to know how I know it's a lie? Do you work?
Yes, I do.
Your husband works?
Yes, he does.
You have 3 children?
Yes, I do.
You have a mortgage?
Yes, I do.
What kind of work do you do?
Actually, I work for an upscale grocery store.
And you?
I work for Coca-Cola bottling.
And you filed tax returns last year?
Yes, we did.
In general ballpark, how much did you earn last year? 2 of you together.
$85,000.
Yes.
Gross.
Yes.
Gross. For a family of 5.
Right.
6. When you had her and her son?
And my mother-in-law and my father-in-law.
Okay. So you want to know why I know you're a liar? Because this lady who's got 3 little children, who works at a grocery store, who takes care of her mother and her father, is not going to say to you, here are 3 credit cards, go and enjoy yourself. That's how I know that.
She don't take care of my parents. My parents pay their rent every month, and they didn't support me neither. My parents took care of what I needed.
Just a second.
They didn't take care of my parents.
Hey.
She threw my parents out on the street because for her husband to come back home.
Madam, listen to me very carefully. They took you in off the street. You just told me that your sister felt sorry for you, and that's why she gave you the credit cards. Isn't that what you just told me?
That's right. That's
Isn't
why.
that, isn't that the big lie that you just told me?
That ain't no lie.
Oh, of course it is.
No, it's not.
Can I? Of course it is.
No, it's not. You can believe what you... No, it's not.
I believe that the last landlord that you had probably had the right idea.
Judge Judy continues in a moment. Albert says his sister-in-law, Suzanne Amantea, stole his credit cards and ran up charges.
Can I please see all those papers? Thank you.
That would have been better to give her because it's broken down.
Absolutely outrageous.
She's absolutely outrageous.
No, you're outrageous.
No, I'm not outrageous. How
dare you?
How did I get the cards when the filing cabinet was not even broken into? How am I going to get... Why, if I stole them, why would I put the cards back where I got them from?
Let me ask you this question, madam. How old are you?
I'm 37 years old.
And what do you do for a living?
Now,
what do you do for a living?
Internet mailing.
So you do nothing. Did you file tax returns last year?
No.
So that means that you didn't earn over $1,800 last year. That means somebody was supporting you. Who? The last 2 years at least.
My mother and my father.
What kind of inheritance did they receive? What kind of endowment do they have? Your mother and your father, who lived for at least a time in their home. Tell me what income they had to be able to support a 37-year-old who couldn't take care of herself. Tell me.
My mother works, my dad gets his Social Security and his pension retirement. But did they bother to tell you that they lived with my parents for 2 or 3 years and didn't pay my mom and dad a dime?
Suzanne,
what about that?
Not even relevant. Excuse me.
She's pathetic. Just to listen to me. She's pathetic.
Your Honor, I would like to interject that her parents paid us $650 rent, which in this day and age won't get you anywhere.
Whatever. $650 is not a lot of money.
And the phone and groceries.
It's more than you did.
Yeah, but I took care of, when I lived there, I took care of their kids and I cleaned their whole entire house for her.
Really?
Yeah. For appreciation to her.
As well you should have.
I'm not saying I shouldn't have.
We're kind of deviating.
That's how come the DA, dropped all his charges he had against me. And so I was tired of all the hassle and, charged me with something totally different. Because the DA knew he didn't have a case. I should have took it to jury trial.
What did the district attorney ultimately charge you with?
Petty theft, less than $50 in infraction, and it's not on my record. $100 fine.
You pled guilty. You pled guilty to settle it. Is that right?
But you pled different charges.
I'm asking you a question.
Yes, I did. Totally different charges than what I was being charged with. I was being charged with commercial burglary.
Listen to me. Don't take her in again.
I wouldn't go back there if I would want to.
She is a con artist.
I'm not no con artist.
A thief.
I'm not no thief.
Convicted.
Don't call me no thief.
Convicted.
I'm not convicted.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Oh, yes. You don't pay a fine unless you're convicted.
I'm not convicted.
Papers.
It's an infraction.
Papers.
It's an infraction.
Papers.
It's not a conviction. It's an infraction.
Infraction. I never heard the word infraction. You know what theft means? They're all different varieties. You were convicted of petty theft. Theft, thief. One who commits a theft is a thief. That's what you are. Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $5,000. That's all.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
Well, I'm pretty happy for us. Pretty sorry that I've lost my sister because she just stood up in front of you all and told the biggest pack of lies.
I spilled the beans on him being an adulterous, cheating husband. That's why. He don't even live home. He lives with his mistress.
My wife and I have had some problems. We're in the process of working it out.
I don't have a sister. I didn't have a sister when she threw me out on the streets because her husband, I told her they did a sisterly thing when he was going to take a mortgage out on the house and leave her high and dry. But next time, I'll learn to keep my mouth shut. I wish I never would even told him.
And now the next case.
All parties in the matter of Kellogg versus Kiner, step forward, please.
20-year-old student Cassandra Kellogg is suing her former roommate, 24-year-old student Christine Kiner, for money loaned while they were on vacation in Europe. Christine says Cassandra stranded her in Paris, and she's not paying.
Miss Kellogg, where do you come from?
Napa, California.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a student at the Academy of Art in San Francisco.
What are you studying?
Fashion design.
According to what I read, Miss Kellogg, you moved in with Miss Kiner. She was a friend of yours. and your agreement was that you were not going to pay any rent. And then there came a time when the two of you were going to go to Europe together. She had something happen to her debit card, and you paid for the expenses in Europe. Then you had a fight. You were in Europe, and you claim that Miss Kiner owes you for the expenses that you covered for her while you were in Europe, and also that she locked you out of the house and kept some furniture. Ms. Kiner says that there was never an agreement that you would be reimbursed for the expenses for Europe. You told her that you would take her because you lived with her and hadn't paid any rent. That's your defense?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me when you moved in with her.
I moved in with Christine on March 14th, and I'd been staying there a lot anyways because we had been hanging out like every day. So the agreement was when I moved in, like she was trying to kick one of her roommates out. And
This
so
is a house or an apartment?
it's a house. So as soon
Is it a
as
house you own?
I own the home.
Good. Go ahead.
I lived there for June, and then I lived there for July until we left on our trip to Europe.
Well, tell me about the trip to Europe.
My aunt wanted me to go over to Europe to look at the fashion that they had to provide. I learning to speak French, and she offered to pay for a trip to Europe, and I also have family over there. So we were going to go and stay with my family, and Christine was the only person I knew, since I didn't want to go alone, who could afford to all of a sudden come up with money that she needed to have, which was like around $5,000. And we had a fight, and there was, you know, she was drunk a lot, and she was very stressed about her debit card. And
what do you mean she was stressed about her debit card?
She had no money. She was solely, I was her sole, you know, provider for anything.
Well, how much did you lay out for her?
It came down to American dollars, $2,693.15.
Okay, I'll hear you.
Starting when she moved in March?
You went, not necessarily.
Or should we just go from the Europe?
Let's go to Europe.
Okay, let's go to Europe. I'll go to Europe. Come with me. Okay, so we went to Europe together, and I didn't lose my debit card till about a week and a half before we ended the trip. And so for her to say that it included the whole trip is wrong.
How much did it include?
It included about a week, and we got in a fight, and I had lost my debit card, and she kicked me out of her cousin's house. She had my plane tickets, my Euro-Rail pass, everything. And she kicked me out in France. I don't speak French. I had no money, nothing. And she kicked me out. I had nobody to call.
Is that true?
Nothing. Christine lost her debit card on August 7th. We continued on our trip because I didn't want to have it wait. We split up on August 12th.
Just a second.
Oh, sorry.
So from 8/7 to 8/12 is a week, so she's correct. So it's less than a week that you were paying expenses. I asked you, is it correct that you threw her out of your relative's home?
I was being verbally abused to the point of crying because Christine was under the influence of alcohol and was stressed, and I was being verbally abused to the point where I was crying, and I'd never felt so, you know, disrespected.
Okay, so you did.
No, excuse me, I'm sorry. I said to my family member, I cannot stay here anymore. I brought my bags to the bottom of the apartment, and my family was like, what are you doing? This is our house. You should not be the one who has to leave.
Okay, so she left. Now, did you have a plane ticket?
No. She lost her plane ticket. I have no clue where it is. I have never known where it is. Her stuff was all over the apartment. It could have been anywhere.
Are you suggesting that from August 7th to August 12th, she owes you close to $2,500?
Well, I actually paid for the hotel in Greece, which we left on August 2nd.
Go ahead.
No, I paid her cousin cash. I paid her cousin cash for the place in Mykonos. I did not owe her a dime for that place in Mykonos. I paid him beforehand, before we left.
So from 8/7 to 8/12, how much do you owe her?
I probably borrowed about $1,500.
Can I see your credit cards, please?
Yes.
Credit cards, bills. I just want to see them quickly, and then I want you to tell me about this furniture.
Here's that, and I'm going to give the receipt for Mykonos, which is right there.
Don't give me the receipt for Mykonos. I'm not interested in the receipt
It's on the
for
credit
Mykonos.
card. It's the top one.
Okay. Now tell me about the furniture that you're claiming.
I got some of my stuff out, most of it, and I waited till Christine got home. The rest of it, I
So
delayed
what's left?
There's an end table, a large lamp, a 10-foot tall lamp, and a huge picture. She put my bike out on the front porch.
You have those things in the house?
No.
Where are they?
The things in the house, I don't know. I kicked all the roommates out. I have new tenants moving in. the 15th of September. I'm not a storage unit, and so everything that people had left, I don't know whose is who. It's not my responsibility to call. The bike was put out there. The house was unlocked for her parents to get all her things out of the house.
Who put the bike out there?
Just a second.
Eric, the guy taking care of my
Just a second.
house.
Miss Kellogg, did you go back there with your parents
Yes.
at some point to move your stuff out?
Yes, I went back and my
When?
bike was there. The day before I left for school.
Oh, pay careful attention. You went back there. Was Miss Kiner at home?
No.
So you were able to get into the house?
No, I just took my bike, which was on the front porch.
But what about the rest of your stuff? You
It was still
must
in
have
there.
clothes. You must have.
I got
food.
that out the first day I came home.
That's what I'm asking you. When the first day
August
you came,
19th.
hey, you came home, you went into the house, and you got your stuff out.
That's
You
correct.
should have gotten all your stuff out because I'm not getting involved with the rest of the
Didn't say all
stuff.
of it.
Okay, $1,512. Ms. Kiner, I do not buy your argument that because she was allowed to live rent-free, which is what you say in your answer, it was merely payback because she was staying with me free. I don't believe that. I don't believe that was your arrangement. I believe that for a period of 5 days you didn't have a debit card, and in fact she filled in and paid the expenses. $1,512. Judgment for the plaintiff. Thank you very much. And conferred. Yes, step back.
No problem. Step out, please.
She verbally abused me every day. She yelled at me, slut, whore, name it. That's what it's called. I'm not going to sit around and deal with that.
I think it's just two friends fight, you know, money. Money can really ruin a friendship.
My family put her in a hotel, so she was fine. She met some people too. She was okay.
Partying, money, just, if you're in Europe for a month with somebody, I don't think you can get along with someone for a month. It was also like a heat wave in France.
At least I got some money.
Homemaker Tamara Haida is suing her ex-boyfriend, general contractor Martin Provosto, for an unpaid loan to save his house. Martin says the money was a gift.
Yes, case 407 on the calendar in the matter of Heidi versus Provosto. You're welcome, Judge. Parties have been sworn in. You may be seated.
Miss Heidi, Mr. Provosto was a former boyfriend of yours, and it is your claim that some year and a half ago you made a loan to him of $4,000 for the down payment on his house. According to you, it was clearly a loan. Shortly after you made the loan, you stopped seeing each other, and he, of course, has not paid you back. Mr. Provosto says that this was not a loan, but a gift.
Correct.
Correct?
Really?
When did you make this loan to him?
It was August. He basically...
August of 2002.
Yes.
And in August of 2002, what kind of work were you doing?
I wasn't working. I was a full-time student.
Where did you get $4,000 from?
That was money that my mother had left for me to access for me to keep going to school.
So you wrote him a check?
Yeah, I took it out.
So can I see the check?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes. When he asked me for the money, he was working. He had a contractor job, and he told me in about 2 to 4 weeks, he would have $30,000 from that job. So it was no problem at all for him to pay me back those $4,000 in that period of time.
Okay, so you drew out $4,000 and you gave it to him.
Well, I loaned it to him.
And you gave it to him. And what happened after you turned over this $4,000 to him in August?
What happened is that he changed his phone numbers. I couldn't get in touch with him anymore. I drove 2 hours to Idlewild to confront him to see when he was going to pay me back. When I went to his house, I found him with another woman. He told me there and then, he told me that he was still going to pay me back, that he was just waiting for the job to pay him.
Okay. Now we'll hear you, sir.
Well, I was planning on walking away from this property that I purchased, and she said, no, I'll give you the money, and don't worry about it right now. And as people are in a relationship and they do things for one another, I did a lot of things for her. One of them is I got her an apartment for her kids in a gated community.
What do you mean you got her an apartment? I don't understand. Put your hand down. What does that mean?
I signed the lease.
You paid for it?
No, I signed the lease because she did not have credit.
Talking about...
No.
Shh. You say, what do you mean? I don't understand. You got her an apartment. Did you buy her an apartment?
No, I didn't buy
You
it.
co-signed a lease.
I co-signed.
Good. Put it
the
down.
lease.
I'm not interested. What's next?
She had lost her license from a DUI and
Yes.
then got caught driving her car without a license.
Yes.
So they took her car.
Yes.
So she was unable to drive, so I bought her a 96 Explorer to use.
What do you mean you bought her a nice Explorer to use? You bought it and put it in her name?
No, it's in my name, but she had some way to get to school.
Just a second. The thing that I'm asking you, sir,
What?
do you understand how foolish you sound? Didn't you think that I was going to ask the next question? I read your answer. You said, let me read you what you wrote.
All right.
Because you said, I bought her a 1996 Ford Explorer. I said, gee, that's really nice of him. He bought her a car. Maybe this was payback. But you didn't buy her a car. You bought yourself a car and let her use it.
Correct.
Would that be a fair statement, sir?
Sure.
Please. All right, let's go. Next.
I made furniture. I gave her furniture to furnish her apartment.
Just a second. What do you mean you made furniture, you gave her furniture? Is that what you do for a living?
Yes, I do.
Okay. What did you make her?
A dining room set,
Lovely. Yes. What else?
some benches,
Yeah.
end
and-
table, lamps,
Good. What else?
mirror. I got her
What
a
else?
cell phone.
Good. And how much was that?
How much was a cell phone over the year? It was almost $900
You got her a cell phone? What do you mean you got her a cell phone?
to use.
Yes.
Yeah, that I paid for.
Yes. So, what else?
What else?
I don't see $4,000 screaming at me, sir.
People do things for each other when they're in a relationship. They help each other out.
I want to tell you something. She may have found you attractive enough to give you $4,000 at some point, maybe when she was hallucinating. I don't find you that attractive, sir.
Yes.
When somebody who doesn't have money, and clearly...
Well, she had plenty of it.
listen to me. Because cute, I don't think you are. When you have to give her a cell phone to use because she has no money, when you have to let her use your 1996 Ford Explorer because she doesn't have a method of getting to and from wherever she had to go, right? That means that she doesn't have a lot of money. And that means that if you're taking $4,000 from her that was designated for school and for her future and putting it into your house, that means you're a lowlife. Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $4,000. That's all.
Father's our shoes. You may step out.
I'm amazed how people can just lie through the ears or through the mouth or whatever and just expect to get away with it.
Well, I didn't really want it, but she offered.
I really trusted him. I thought he was a friend.
A scorned woman.
At the time, yes, because he basically totally used me. I mean, the minute that I gave him the check, he was already probably seeing that woman before. He just waited for me to give him the money and then see you later.
And now the next case.
All parties in the matter of Smith versus Riggins. Step forward, please.
20-year-old student Sheena Smith is suing her ex-boyfriend, 23-year-old student Ryan Riggins, for an unpaid loan to register his car. Ryan says she can't prove it.
Miss Smith, Mr. Riggins was your boyfriend, and according to your complaint, you loaned him $384 some time ago in order to register his car.
Yes.
Mr. Riggins says you never lent him any money. You're just annoyed with him because he's got a new girlfriend. Right?
Correct.
Okay. So when did you make the loan, and show me some proof?
I gave it to him in cash. I went to Washington Mutual Bank and gave it to him. I went back about 6 months ago because he kept telling me, he told me that he would give it.
Just tell me when you made the loan to him and show me some proof.
The week of Christmas.
And show me where you withdrew the cash.
I don't have any proof of that. I trusted him at the time.
I'm not asking you whether you trusted him. I'm asking you, you said you gave it to him in cash rather than writing a check or doing a money order. And all I want to know is, you get bank statements. I mean, we're not even talking about a long time ago. You get bank statements. All your bank statement would show is on a certain day during Christmas week, you went to the bank and you withdrew $300 and some odd in cash, and then you gave it to him. That's all I'm asking you for, a statement that says debits, credits, withdrawal, deposits. Every bank does that. You know, every bank in this country does that. It wasn't some Swiss bank account that you went to.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
I found out she was cheating on me, and a guy at school that
Paid loan to register his car. Ryan claims Sheena has no proof.
Okay, who are you?
Her dad.
Mr. Smith, do you have anything to add to this case?
Yes, but...
Come on, I'm willing to hear you. He says he never got any money from her. Did you go with her to the bank?
No. He wanted us to do it in private. He did not want my father to know about it because...
So what does your father know about the case? Mr. Smith, let me hear you.
All I know is what my daughters told me, and I encourage her to go to the small claims court and work through the process. And I
Okay,
know-
well, if you encourage her to go through small claims court, why didn't you take her bank statements with you so that at least you would have some proof on at least a certain time she withdrew money in cash from her bank? Do you understand?
Yes, I hear what you're saying. It never occurred to either of us.
No.
Why would she say that she gave you this money if she didn't?
Your Honor, it's obvious that she doesn't have any evidence because of the fact that...
Look at me. Look at me.
this-
Eyes. Right here.
Yes, Your Honor. This whole case took place because I found out she was cheating on me, and I broke up with her, and I found out that she was going out with quite a few other guys at the same time, and a guy at school that liked her, I told him about it, and she got angry, said that that was slander and that she was going to sue me for it. And I told her that she couldn't sue me for that because it's not against the law for me to warn another guy at school about her evil deeds. You know what I'm saying? And so basically she said she's going to sue me.
What school do you go to?
I go to Bellevue Community College.
And she?
She goes to the same college.
Okay. So what you're telling me is this was a get even?
That's correct, Your Honor.
You never borrowed any money from her?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. And you have no proof that you loaned him any money? Do you?
No.
Okay. Well, I don't know whether you did or whether you didn't. If you did, cross it off to... Go ahead. What do you got?
I have an email.
Ah!
I have an email.
Hopefully she can't even herself.
No, I didn't write this email, Your Honor. I also don't have a classroom in that class as well.
Very interesting.
It looks like something somebody typed up at home. I see her every day at school. There's no need for me to email her. I have her cell phone. She lives about less than a mile away from me as well. There's no emailing taking place.
I don't do emailing things. Is that possible?
Quite frankly, it looks legit to me. It's possible.
Is it possible that...
That she faked it?
Yes.
Anything's possible, but I don't think so.
You have any other emails from him?
Not...
Yeah, give him those.
Well, these are both from me.
Can I see those, please?
Those are
That's
both
the
from
only
me.
email.
Well, this one talks about hi baby, B-A-B-E-Y. I would suggest you stay in school if you did in fact write this. I don't think I'm going just up and leave so soon. I guess I was just angry at the time and wanted to leave. My Bible study is in room C211. It's upstairs to the right just as you walk in the cafe. I plan on paying you back as soon as I get my tax returns. I love you just a little, Ryan. Well, this is an email that you sent to him. This just tells him that you couldn't
Yeah.
reach him.
Right.
Here's another one in July where she's asking you to pay her back the $380 that you borrowed from her.
I thought she claimed it was $384.
Well, she left out the $4.
Yeah, you gave me $4.
She can't get her story straight.
Yeah.
You don't come to court without evidence and having your story not straight.
And she writes another one in July that also says, you told me you could pay me back just after taxes. That was months ago.
I don't owe her any money. I never said anything about my taxes to her.
Okay.
She's this has been a power struggle with her for a while. You know,
Quite
she's-
frankly, Miss Smith, I'm not sure. I can't tell for sure. I do know one thing for certain, that if you had your bank statement where you withdrew money from your bank during Christmas week, $384, I would feel a lot more comfortable. Can this be reproduced? Absolutely. Is it? I don't know. But I do know that you have a piece of evidence within your control that you didn't bring to me. So quite frankly, he's persuasive And he's persuasive to the extent that, since I'm not sure, I cannot rule in your favor. So you have the following choice, Ms. Smith. If, in fact, you can produce a bank withdrawal from the week of Christmas, 2002, for $384, I will allow you to come back to court. Do you understand?
Yes.
Goodbye.
Coming up, the conclusion of Sheena Smith versus Ryan Riggins. 20-year-old student Sheena Smith and her ex-boyfriend, 24-year-old Ryan Riggins, are back in court over an unpaid loan. Previously, Sheena was asked to obtain bank records proving she loaned the defendant money.
Ms. Smith, I'm glad to see you back. The last time you were here, you were not prepared, totally prepared. And you said that you were going to try to get the bank statement that would demonstrate a withdrawal around Christmas time of last year.
Yes, Your Honor.
Were you able to get it?
Yes, I was.
I'd like to see it, please. Okay. On the 24th of December, there was a withdrawal of $388. See how easy that was to get it?
Yeah, I called customer service and it was another $4 to get it and it took about a week or two.
Fine. So, Mr. Riggins, this is what we have, sir. We have your former girlfriend who says that she loaned you $384 so that you could register your car Christmas time of last year. There are also a series of emails which support that statement. And then we have the withdrawal from the bank on or around Christmas time of last year of the approximate amount to register your car. That's pretty circumstantial, Mr. Riggins.
Well, Your Honor, she has no proof that I ever borrowed any money from her.
Well,
She's making up
Mr.
this whole
Riggins,
story.
this is what she has, sir. She has emails.
That's not my email address.
Just a second. I don't believe that. Okay. Because I would have to assume that she was really a genius to put this plan in place. And while she seems like a very sweet girl,
That's just
and a very
front.
nice girl, I mean,
she
that's
ain't
just a
sweet.
front that she's not a genius?
She's
she
done
really
this
is
to
a
other
genius.
guys.
Shh. Listen to me. Are you telling me she's really smarter than what she appears to be?
I don't know what her deal is. She's a
Well,
con
I
artist.
tell you what I think her deal is. I think her deal is that you took this money from her and that you would really like it back because after you took the money from her, not only didn't you pay her back, but you took off. What?
Show him the DOL statement.
Yeah. First, he said that he doesn't have it. I do.
Why?
The piece of paper claiming that he transferred the money on this particular date. And I got that from my private investigator, which I had to hire because when the officer who tried to do my...
No, he transferred it 2 days after you gave him the money. Right. Listen, I got it. How much did you pay the private investigator?
Oh my gosh, $242. And then that piece of paper...
Just a second. I'm just curious, why would you pay a private investigator almost as much as you gave him?
Because I wanted my money back, and when the... okay, I have a letter from the sheriff saying that...
You're not answering my question. Why would you pay a private investigator almost as much as you gave him?
Because he was missing. They did not know where he was located at.
So you wanted to try to find him.
May I say something? Okay, we go to college at the same college together. We've had classes together. We see each other every single day.
How many students are in this school?
Several, but we have classes together.
When I say how many students, are there 10,000 students in the school, or are there...
No, it's not that big of a college.
So that even if you didn't have classes together,
I
you
see
would
her
bump
almost
in-
every day.
Can you tell me why you hired a private investigator?
Because the sheriff was unable to find where Ryan was located at.
You mean where he was living?
Where he was living, yes.
So you really hired a private investigator just to get his address?
Originally, yes.
And then?
And then my dad and I took pictures of Ryan's car, and we wanted to make sure that...
How could you take those pictures if you don't know where I live? I moved a block away.
Why did your father take pictures of the car?
Because of the license. He's helping me with this.
Yeah, we took pictures of the car just so we could make sure we had the right license plate number and see if there was any indication on the Bureau of Motor Vehicles when the tags have been paid, if it collaborated with the same week. And with a piece of paper, we showed that he had transferred title 2 days after she had given him the money.
That's why we
Okay, good.
So it all kind of tied together at that point.
Judgment for the plaintiff for the amount of $384. That's all. Thank you.
14-year-old Jeanette Chung is suing her former friends, 17-year-old Tina Siriano, 18-year-old Elise Yapley, and 18-year-old Miyoko Kogita for stealing money from her purse. Jeanette claims the women got away with $1,400.
Quiet in the courtroom, please. Hello?
Yeah, this is case number 475 in the matter of Chung versus Siriano, Yapley, and Kogita.
Thank you very much.
Parties have been sworn in, Judge. You may be seated. Ma'am, have a seat.
You're Jeanette, is that right?
Yes.
Who is Tina?
Right here.
Who is Elise?
Right here.
And who is Miyoko?
That'll be me.
Perfect. How easy that was? Okay. Now, Jeanette, these were friends of yours?
Well, not the one in the pink. I mean, she was a friend, but she was like acquaintance.
Not as good a friend, but they were friends of yours, acquaintances, friends. They were at your house?
Mm-hmm.
You had $1,400, according to you, in your purse, money that you had saved up. According to you, they stole your money.
Yep.
Because you say they were the only ones that could have stole your money.
Mm-hmm.
And these girls say that they have no idea why you're accusing them. They took nothing from you. So, tell me what you were doing with $1,400 in your purse.
I was trying to save up to move out of my house because I'm 18 and I want to be independent.
How did you earn this $1,400?
I worked.
For who did you work?
At a shoe store.
For how long?
For like 3 or 4 months, I'm not sure.
So it took you 3 or 4 months to save up the $1,400?
Well, I had more money than that, but I only saved up $1,400.
What did you do with the other money that you'd saved up?
Bought clothes.
So you had the $1,400 in your purse, and on what days did these 3 young ladies come to visit you?
November 5th.
What happened on November 5th?
On November 5th, Tina came to my house earlier, around like 4:30.
Yes?
Before she went to work, because she was at work at 5:30. She stayed there for like a half an hour. She ate, and then she left, like around 5, like half an hour later. And then after that, Elise calls me, and she's like, I miss you so much. I want to see you, you know, all sincere. And I was like, okay, well, you can come over to my house. And the 3 came over to my house later that night. It was like pretty late. And they were asking me to make them some food. Like, can you make me, you know, some noodles? And I was like, man, I'm so tired. I don't want to make no food for you guys, you know? And it's late at night. I don't want to make noise in my house. And
what time was it?
It was around like 11, probably 10. We're late night people. Anyways, so they just kept on begging me over and over to make them some food. And I was like, man, I don't want to make you guys no food. And finally I was like, okay, fine, I'll make you guys some hot dogs. And so Tina comes downstairs with me to make the hot dogs. And Elise and Miyoko stay in my room. And then about a minute later, Elise and Miyoko come downstairs like, let's go. I thought it was kind of odd because, you know, they were stressing me about how they wanted to make them some food. And they just kept on asking over and over. And all of a sudden, they're not hungry anymore.
Okay.
And so I didn't notice my money missing until like later that night.
The money was in your purse in your room?
Yeah.
Now, did Elise and Miyoko leave without eating their hot dogs?
They ate it fast. I mean.
So they stayed?
Well, Miyoko ate her hot dog and Tina ate her hot dog. But it only takes like a minute to eat a hot dog.
Listen to me.
Okay.
Just answer my question. So they came downstairs, and according to you, they said they were going to leave.
Mm-hmm.
And you said what?
Okay.
And then they said, no, we're not going to leave, we're going to eat. How did that come about? I mean, I don't understand.
Well, Elise and Miyoko just came downstairs and were like, we're going to go. And the hot dogs were already done, and so they just scarfed down the hot dogs and left.
So they stayed to eat.
Mm-hmm.
And what makes you think that they took your money?
Because, I mean, no one else was in my room, and I have proof that says that she took some money.
I'd like to see it.
I have a police report, too.
I'd like to see any evidence that you have.
And I have evidence that, like...
That what?
That she went shopping.
I don't care if she went shopping or not. You work?
Yes, I work.
Okay. She works.
I mean, but you can't spend like $500 in one day. $600. I mean, come on now. If you only make, what, $7.50 an hour?
When did you find that the money was missing?
That night, like, before I went to bed.
And who did you call?
Elise and Tina.
And they said that they don't know anything about your money.
Mm-hmm.
What did you do next?
Well, I didn't know what to do. I was confused. I didn't want to believe that my 2 best friends stole my money. So basically, when I talked to Elise the next day, she said, well, I wasn't, because she didn't answer my phone calls all day. And then, you know, finally she answered my phone call when I called her on Tina's phone. And she said that she was at work.
Okay.
And I was like, you know, at any time did you leave my room and leave Miyoko in my room by herself? And she said she did. She said she went to the bathroom to go check her hair. But I thought that was kind of odd also because it's like, I have so many mirrors in my room, you know?
Wait, just a second. What does she want me to see in this book? And whose book is this?
That's Tina's.
This is your book.
Like,
where did you get her book from?
I took it from her.
Where?
In her car.
When?
I don't remember what day it was.
After
it was like,
this?
It was like Sunday or Monday. Yeah, after the fact.
After your money was taken, so that you were still friendly enough to go in her car.
Well, I wanted to find evidence that she took my money because Miyoko made a confession to me and said that they all set me up, basically.
When did Miyoko say this to you?
It was like on Sunday or Monday.
Is that right?
About 8th, 7th or 8th.
Well, tell me, Miyoko. Tell me what happened.
Well, she came at me all crooked, saying like,
She came at you what?
Crooked.
What does that mean?
Like very aggressive. Like she was
on
saying,
the phone?
Yeah, she was saying, I know where you live. I'm gonna beat you. If you don't tell me who did it. And basically, she said that Elise and Tina told on me, saying that I was the one that stole it, just so I could tell her something.
So what did you tell her?
I told her.
Just tell me what you told her.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I told her that we all broke bread, basically, and just to get her off my shoulders.
Were those your exact words? We all broke bread?
No.
I don't understand your English. I went to a different school from the school that you went to. I want you to tell me what you told her, young
I told her
lady.
that we all divided the money, not equally, but we all divided the money.
Well, how did you divide it if not in thirds? Who got most of it?
Elise.
Elise got most of it. Why did Elise get most of it? Just look at me.
I don't know.
Why?
I don't know. She just kept questioning me, and
No, why? I'm asking you, if it wasn't divided equally, why did Elise get most of it? Was it her idea?
Well, Elise is my best friend. I mean, Tina is not. She's an acquaintance, but I know her more.
So you decided to indicate that she got most of the money.
Yeah.
How much money did she get?
I said about $800.
And how much did you get?
100.
And how much did Tina get?
About 5, 4. I don't remember.
And what was the money used for?
Clothes.
Shh. What was the money used for?
I don't know.
You don't know. Okay. Then you went into her car and stole this book. So I'd like you to show me what in the book you want me to see, because I'm not reading the whole diary.
When she made the confession to me, Miyoko, I mean, how can you make a confession that's
Don't ask me a question. I asked you a question. I said, point and show me what you want me to look at.
Judge Judy continues. Chung says, former friends Tina Siriano, Elise Yapley, and Miyoko Kogita stole $1,400 from her purse. The women claim they're innocent.
Okay. Where were you working, young lady, in November?
At Pacific Market Research.
How much was your paycheck each week?
About like 200.
On Friday the 7th, you went and got your paycheck and cashed it. You were supposed to go shopping. Is that right? Is that what all these receipts are for?
Yep, I went shopping.
Which you also stole out of her?
I have this.
Shh. Just answer my question. Which you also took out of her car?
Mm-hmm.
These are all the receipts that you had for the shopping spree that you went on. She spent a hell of a lot more than $200. Where'd you get the money?
I got money from my brother. I didn't steal money from my brother.
You got money from who?
My brother. He's my guardian. He gave me money.
What's his name?
Akon.
How old is he?
He's 27.
What does he do for a living?
He's a driver for Airborne Express.
Why would he give you money?
Because I wanted to go shopping.
You were getting a check cashed. You live at home. Why would he give you more money?
So I can have more money so I can go shopping?
I don't believe you. Now, I don't understand, Mayuko, why you would make up a story about you and these two girls stealing money.
It's because she was threatening me, and I never been in this kind of situation before.
And you would say a lot of things. You would say, I really didn't do it. I don't understand why you're accusing us.
I was at first.
I wouldn't confess.
I was
and
at
then
first.
not only confess, but say, this is how we split up the money. Elise got most of it. Tina got some of it. I got the least amount of money that we stole. I got it.
The whole blame for it.
What?
That's because I didn't want to take the whole blame for it. What she was trying to point fingers towards me.
I honestly thought Bert,
know
I
it sounds
honestly
weird,
thought
but I've
that
never been
I'm
in this-
speaking. I honestly thought that I was going to have to tell Miss Chung, Georginette over here, that it was impossible to prove her case. I really honestly thought that. I don't think that anymore. I think that they stole your money. She says that the money was in her house, and she found it missing after you left. I believe that she had the money. There's no question in my mind that she had the money. There's no question in your mind that she had the money. So then, what does common sense say? Common sense says that if somebody with as smart a mouth as this young lady here, who knows all the language, is accused over the telephone, not in person, nobody's got her bound and gagged in a back room, of stealing money, and she says, yeah, I stole your money. Not only did I steal your money with your other two friends, we split it up this way, and she's telling me that she did it because she was frightened and she's never been in that situation before. Now, does that have a ring of truth? Does it have a ring of truth to you?
But it is.
Doesn't have a ring of truth to me. So since I am the ultimate arbiter of what's truth and what's not, I find that you three gals lifted her $1,400. Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $1,400. That's all.
Bodies don't choose. You may step out.
He just took your money. He just money hungry.
Hey.
Money hungry,
Hey.
Because you know you would have went.
Hey, step out.
So she could beat my. You see what?
Sound like you might need it.
For real? No. She has no one else. Yeah, she's naive. No friends. They stole my money and they got cut. She's trying to say she's gonna kill me.
She knows where I live.
They're trying to do anything in their will, you know, to make me look bad. But
That's why you ain't got no friends no more. That's why you're calling my ex-boyfriend trying to be his homie.
You see, they're childish. They're playing games.
Don't even try to start with me.
I'm done with it.
And now the next case.
All parties in the matter of Chandler versus Chandler. Step forward, please.
Daycare provider Becky Chandler is suing her ex-husband, construction worker Beckett Chandler, for bank penalties taken from her account. Beckett says the charges are Becky's fault.
Officer Byrd, I want you to pay very careful attention because this case is not going to take too long. And I'm going to tell you why it's not going to take too long.
Well, what does that say about my intentions, man?
Short.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Mr. and Mrs. Chandler have been divorced for many years. Mr. Chandler has gone on his way, and Mrs. Chandler is raising their one child. There are some issues with regard to Mr. Chandler's payment of child support, which is really not before me, but according to Mrs. Chandler, he does have substantial arrears in child support. That's not what we hear about. What we hear about is a checking account and a savings account that Mrs. Chandler has. And all of a sudden, money is withdrawn from her accounts. Mrs. Chandler calls the bank, and the bank says that Mr. Chandler wrote some bad checks. And when they looked into the situation, they found out that Mrs. Chandler had neglected to take her name off the old account from 6 years ago, even though they're not married anymore. So they found bank accounts that had some money in it, her money. And they took the money out. Mr. Chandler says he doesn't deny that this money was withdrawn and it was money that was his debt, not his ex-wife's. But Mr. Chandler's defense is as follows, and I really have to read it. Because I want to make sure that I get it right. I don't owe her anything. It was her own stupidity that caused her to get charged by the bank for not taking her name off the account.
He in trouble, ain't he?
So now I've laid out the facts, Mr. Chandler, and because I am a very fair person, I'm going to give you 30 seconds to explain to me why I'm wrong.
Ma'am, I just don't feel that I'm responsible. She's had years to take care of this, and even to date, after I got subpoenaed for the civil court case, even to date, she has still not gone to the bank to remove her name from that account.
So you have no responsibility. What was all this money that was deducted from her account, Mr.
What happened
Chandler?
was I used a credit card, and it's through the same bank
Used a credit card for what?
for expenses,
Like what? Give me an example.
gas, groceries,
Gas that you put in what?
a vehicle, my truck.
No, gas that you put in my truck.
Yes, ma'am.
Groceries?
Groceries,
Groceries that you put in.
our mouths.
Now, who's ours?
My girlfriend, my daughter, and her 2 children.
What other expenses, Mr. Chandler?
Just your regular bills. I try to
What regular bills, Mr. Chandler?
I've had to pay off other debts, and the account went up about $400 overdrawn. I used the credit card because I didn't have money in my account. That's what credit cards are used for. I didn't have the money in my bank account, so the bank or the credit card took the money, tried to get the money from my checking account. There was no money in the checking account, so they went to Becky's account and took the money out.
So what you do, if you're not a bum, is you pick up the phone and you call your ex-wife and say, Becky, I'm really sorry.
Yes, ma'am.
This was a big mistake. Any expenses that you had as a result of my big mistake, I will take care of. Because according to you, Mr. Chandler, you had all the accounts changed, so it only had your name on it, right? So as far as anybody was concerned, you too. She, of course, doesn't even think about it. She opened up her own accounts, right?
Yes, ma'am.
This was yours. So you don't do that. You avoid responsibility by saying, it's my ex-wife's stupidity. She should have made sure that her name wasn't on the account, despite the fact that the card expenses that I used were for gas for my car, food that I put in my girlfriend's kids' mouths.
And my daughter's.
Does your daughter live with you?
Some of the time, yes.
She visits with you.
Okay.
There's a difference. How far behind are you in child support, sir?
Is that relevant to me?
Relevant to me?
Case?
Yes, as far as your
Yes, ma'am.
responsibility.
I am down in child support.
Right.
Recently, I have made about a third of the payment, which is owed.
Let me explain something to you, sir. Do you work?
Yes, ma'am.
What kind of work do you do?
I'm in construction.
You work for a company?
I work for different independent people, yes.
Let's say you work for XYZ Construction Corporation on a 3-week job. And after 3 weeks, they say to you, sorry, we're not going to pay you for these 3 weeks. Maybe you come back to us in 6 months or a year, we'll give you a check. How do you feel about that?
As a matter of fact, that has recently happened.
How do you feel about that is what I asked you.
I would not feel very good about that.
How many biological children do you have?
One.
That's your primary responsibility.
Yes, ma'am.
Not your girlfriend's 2 children. Your primary responsibility is to see to it that you fulfill an obligation to contribute to the support to a child that you made. We understand each other?
Yes.
Otherwise, you're a bum. Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $639.45. Step out.
Thank you.
At the back door, please.
It's been very difficult, but we managed to win.
It was taken out, and I did not have any idea until I was subpoenaed.
We have other issues regarding child support.
It's usually always about the money.
I hope it gets better.
I don't think we really have a riff. I think as long as she gets paid, everything will be just fine.
I don't speak with him.
Everything is fine. Our relationship's fine. This is just an issue.
Computer apprentice Anthony Sanders is suing his ex-girlfriend, 26-year-old nurse's assistant Lorraine Cunningham, for unpaid loans. Lorraine is countersuing, claiming Anthony beat her up.
Yeah, this is case number 32 on the calendar in the matter of Sanders versus Cunningham.
Thank you, Bird.
You're welcome, Judge. Parties have been sworn in, Your Honor. You may be seated. Ma'am, have a seat, please.
Mr. Sanders, according to what I've read, the defendant was a former girlfriend of yours.
Correct.
And it is your claim that you made a couple of loans to her.
Correct.
For rent and some moving expenses that she had.
Correct.
And this was when she was no longer your girlfriend?
Correct.
Because you were generous and you wanted to help her out.
Correct.
This kind of you say that he did give you money. It wasn't a lot of money.
Right.
And he gave you the money because he had beaten you up so badly during a physical altercation that you were unable to work.
Correct.
That you lost the apartment as a result of this altercation.
Yes.
And that he sort of gave you the money to ease his conscience.
Yes.
You have a counterclaim.
Yes.
For that assault.
Yes.
Okay. How long were you in a relationship, Mr. Saunders, with the defendant?
Approximately 6 months, 6 to 8 months.
In those 6 to 8 months, did you live together at any time?
No, ma'am.
During the 6 to 8 months that you were together, were the police ever called to either of your residences as a result of domestic violence?
No, ma'am.
Yes.
No, ma'am.
Yes.
Just a minute. I'm going to get to you. Did you ever, Mr. Saunders, attend anger management program?
Yes, I did.
Because Miss Cunningham refers to that in her answer. When did you attend an anger management class?
I believe it was in March of April of last year.
You want to tell me, Mr. Saunders, how you got to an anger management class, sir?
Due to a lot of past altercations with other people, I sell rims, sound, and a lot of people get stuff from me and order stuff from me and they never pay. Or I would give them the merchandise and they wouldn't pay me.
Mr. Saunders, you know what the word blepturing means?
No, ma'am.
Blepturing means talking senselessly and uselessly. That doesn't answer my question. That sounds as if, it's a Yiddish term, so I really didn't expect you to understand it. People don't go to anger management classes because people don't pay them for rims. People go to anger management classes usually as a result of a court direction, or to avoid going to jail, or because somebody threatens them with some action unless they go to an anger management class.
None of that.
So you're just telling me you went to an anger management class because somebody got mad at you, or you got mad at somebody because they didn't pay you for your rims.
Basically to improve our relationship between her and I, to prove a point that I could go to an anger management class, I graduate.
So there was, Mr. Saunders. Now we're getting to a point, you see. If you tell the truth, sir, the truth will set you free. You understand? Listen to me. So, in the course of your relationship, listen, madam, you're irritating me with the pictures.
Oh.
So, during your relationship with the defendant, there were problems with your temper.
We both had tempers, yes.
Did she go to an anger management class?
No, but she was always implying that she was crazy.
She may have gone to a psychiatrist. I didn't ask her that yet. But during the course of your relationship, she said to you, unless you go to an anger management class, honey, we are finished.
No. My choice.
Good for you. Did you finish the class?
Yes, I did.
When did you finish it?
He didn't finish it.
Of course he didn't finish it. When did you graduate, Mr. Saunders, from the class?
I went to the class for 3 weekends, so approximately a month later. It was the 3-weekend course.
Now, when did you finally break up with the defendant? Or she with you?
It was after the last incident in July.
Don't shout out. But would that be helpful? Would that be July of 2002?
I would say, yes.
Tell me the circumstances surrounding that, Mr. Sanders.
Due to the fact that I just couldn't take anymore.
Well, tell me about it.
Lies, different mood swings.
Was there a fight?
Verbal, yes.
Where did this verbal fight take place?
In our home.
Tell me what the fight was about.
In a discussion of a disagreement, she would always have to have the last word.
I understand that.
Then she would mumble different things. A typical woman.
Women always have to have the last word. And usually they mumble things. Men are used to dealing with, bench, glasses, pen. Women are a little more subtle than that. Okay, so you were having this argument about something, and you had enough. Did you damage her house?
No.
When you left the house, was she in the same physical condition as she was when you arrived?
Yes.
No.
Didn't put your hands on her?
No.
Yes.
No.
Okay. Shh.
No.
No. Okay.
No,
now, when did she ask you for money for this loan?
A couple of days after we had finally called it to an end.
That was in July?
In August.
Tell me what the conversation was. She called you where? Where were you, at home or at work?
I was at home, yes.
And what did she say?
She asked for $300 to keep her apartment due to she was about to lose it.
And what did you say to her?
Told her, sure.
Okay.
Other than the arguments, I felt that she was liable in return of $300 if I lent it to her.
Okay. So you wrote her a money order or a check, or what did you do?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Okay, she doesn't deny that you gave her $300, right? Okay. And what other monies did you give her and when?
I believe a couple of weeks later, she had asked me for $100 due to the fact that I had took 2 shoulders to her front door.
What?
Took 2 shoulders.
What does that mean? I don't understand what that means.
Took 2 shoulders.
He kicked my door
Hit
in.
the door twice with his shoulder.
That I understand. When did you damage her apartment? What month was that?
It was approximately a week later, that I lent her the $100.
Okay.
A
And
week
you
later.
went over there
I went over there to
get the money back?
Yes, ma'am.
Did not.
Shh. Listen to me. You gave her the $300 in August. She promised to give you the money back in
A week
August.
later, yes, ma'am.
In August, a week later.
Yes, ma'am.
So it must have been around the 21st of August that you went over there to get it back. And at that time, what happened? She wouldn't let you in?
Yes. Her phone was off, her cell phone was off, her home phone was off, and I had no other way of contacting her in information of me receiving my money back. So I went over there.
And what happened when you went over there?
When I got out the car, someone had already told me that another gentleman was in her home.
Who told you that?
A friend that knew us.
So what did you do?
I asked for a description of him, and they gave me a description of her ex-husband, in which whom she asked me to move her away from due to the fact of his abuse, and he shot her in the face.
Go ahead.
And before this occurred, I caught them together once before.
But you weren't together anymore. You were just lending her money because you were a good guy.
Right.
Right. So what did you care if her ex-husband was up there? If he shot her in the face, that's her problem.
Well, I mean, why is she calling me?
Because she needed a loan from you, and you said you knew she was good for it.
Well, I mean, if he was there, then what's the purpose of asking me?
Maybe he didn't have any money.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
He beat her up, he shot her.
Ex-girlfriend Lorraine Cunnington owes for an unpaid loan. Lorraine is countersuing, claiming Anthony beat her up and held her captive.
So you went up and you knocked at the door. And she didn't answer the door?
No.
So you broke the door in?
Yes.
And what did you find when you got in?
Them, presuming, button up her blouse.
Not.
They were looking over the balcony glass to see had I left. They didn't know that I was still at the front door.
Okay. Did you have a confrontation with them at the time?
Yes.
Well, what? Look at me, Mr. Saunders. Did your anger management classes work?
No.
So you got mad?
Yes.
What happened?
I told her I knew something was going on. And she launched at me first.
She launched at you first?
Yes, she came
You
at
mean
me
after
first.
you broke into her house?
Yes.
How did she launch at you?
She came at me first.
How did she do it? I want you to show me.
As embracement not to get to him, I guess.
So she was trying to keep you away from getting to the ex-husband.
Yes, ma'am.
Was she successful?
No.
Did you hit him?
No, I pushed her out the way and went towards him.
So you pushed her?
Yes.
What happened when you pushed her?
When I was getting the best of him, she was trying to stop me from getting the best of him.
How were you getting the best of him?
With my hands.
So you were fighting with him?
Yes.
Why were you fighting with him, Mr. Saunders?
I caught them together before and we were together.
But you weren't together anymore, so what were you fighting with him about? He was going to take her off your hands.
Well, I mean, they deserve each other. He shot her.
Perfect, that's what I'm trying to get to. Sir, you weren't together with her anymore. Now you got somebody else there. Take her off your hands. The ex-husband. Good. He beat her up, he shot her, and she still takes him back. What are you beating him up for?
I was angry at the time, Your Honor.
So you got to go back to anger management.
Later.
Got it? Got to
No.
go back to anger
No,
management.
I didn't pursue to do that anymore.
All right.
No.
Lorraine.
Yes, ma'am.
Who is this person who's with you?
Latoya Wilkins.
Who is she?
My best friend.
She have any information, or is she just sitting there and enjoying this?
She's seen
Yes.
in some of the last incident. It was around.
You want to tell me what happened in July?
In July, we got into it. He was talking about my friends. I was talking about his. I was in the bathroom, curling my hair. He said, "Are you going to take me to work?" I said, "Do you ever ask me to take you to work?" And he said, "That ain't what I asked you. I asked you going to take me to work." I said,
You have
"I
to do me a
don't."
favor.
Yes.
You have to speak slowly.
Okay.
More volume.
Okay. He asked me, was I going to take him to work? I said, do you ever ask me to take you to work? And so he kind of kept on. And I said, do you ever ask me if you stay the night at my house, don't I take you right? Therefore, then he came to me and he struck me. And he started hitting.
Where did he hit you?
He hit me in the bathroom.
You're on your body.
He struck me in my jaw. He struck me on the right side, and then he struck me again, and it hit me the lower part of my jaw. And then he struck me again, and it hit me on the left side.
Had Mr. Saunders ever hit you before?
Yes, he did. And the reason for him going to anger management classes is because prior incident on these pictures here, if you like to see them.
I can show them to you.
He remembered because he doctored me.
Know what?
No, ma'am.
Know what?
Wasn't me. I did not do that. And she had prior, how do I know those pictures are not from her prior relationship with her husband?
Can I show you something where he know that they're prior and he know that they're prior? The closet, he know. This is the closet from their apartment. Because his clothes was there, so he know. Oh, but he know.
Right. Tell me why you didn't go to the police.
He helped me for days until he doctored me. He doctored my face and everything. Told me if I go to the police, they would not find me. They would find my body remains, but they would not find me.
Your former husband was abusive to you?
Mm-hmm.
Did he shoot you?
Yes, he did, accidentally.
He was abusive and he shot you. Where did he shoot you?
In my face.
Was he the first abusive relationship that you had?
My husband, yeah.
He was the second?
Yes.
Two's enough. This is your best friend?
Yes.
Did she tell you that you were an idiot?
She said something.
Huh? Did you tell her?
Yes.
If you're her best friend? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Sure.
Why didn't you sue him before for these injuries?
Not true.
Because at the time, I was trying to get myself together, and that was the last thing on my mind.
There's no question in my mind that after July, you called him several times.
He called me.
Either you called him or he called you, but during the course of those conversations, you asked him for money. You don't send out mixed messages. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You don't like getting beat up, do you?
No, ma'am.
Nobody who's normal likes getting beaten up. Then you don't send out mixed messages. Remember what I told you when we started this
Yes,
case?
ma'am.
Pay attention. Desk, glasses, pen. They don't get nuances. So you don't say, give me money, get away from me. Give me money, get away from me. Because they don't get that. And they shouldn't have to get that. Because that's playing with him.
That's for what she told me over the phone before we came here.
Oh.
Why did she want to know where I live at?
Oh, well, just a second. Just a
I
second.
just asked.
Just a second. Mr. Saunders, listen to me.
I'm married now. I don't want him.
Married to somebody else?
Yeah, somebody lovely, handsome, respectful, and treats me like a queen.
Wonderful. I hope it continues. Mr. Saunders, listen to me. If she called you, hang up. Have nothing else to do with her. Because maybe she likes to play mind games with people. What you gave her was a minimal amount of money. Consider it. You got out inexpensively because you didn't end up in jail, which you could have. You burglarized her house. Even if he doesn't press charges against you for the assault.
Ask her why
She
didn't he?
Shh.
He had a restraining order against him. He was supposed to be there.
He did. I know. Shh.
He don't.
Listen to me, Mr. Saunders. You're not paying attention, sir.
Listen, I'm listening.
You committed a burglary.
I understand.
She was the victim of the burglary.
I think not.
Forcible entry, Mr. Sanders.
I
You
think
think
not.
not? Oh, Mr. Sanders, you do yourself a tremendous favor to go back to anger management classes and maybe some college. Your case is dismissed. Lorraine, so's yours. Get on with your life. You're a happy girl now? You're married to a nice man? Stay that way. Goodbye.
Parties are excused. You may step out, ma'am. Out the back door to your right.
I learned a tremendous deal, especially messing with guys like him that say they're gonna change. They ain't gonna change. They hit you once, it's best to leave it alone.
You know, and I wouldn't tell her where I stay at. You know, she's just full of games. You know, she's FOS to the fullest.
First time I get smart, then boom, he wants to hit me. Well, life is better than that.
Don't lend money to lady friends.
You beat me, you hit me, you touch me.
Edward and Janelle Jerse and their son, 9-year-old Brian, are suing neighbors Eric and Stephanie Sickelis and their son, 12-year-old Anthony. Brian says Anthony shoved him off his bike, breaking his teeth.
Yeah, this is case number 29 on the calendar in the matter of Jerse versus Sickelis. Parties have been sworn in, Judge. You may be seated.
Who's Brian?
Me.
Who's Anthony?
Me.
Everybody else sit down. How old are you, Brian?
9.
How old are you, Anthony?
12.
Brian, you were riding your bike near Anthony's house, is that right?
Yes.
And something happened and you fell off your bike and you broke your tooth.
Mm-hmm.
Just one tooth?
2 teeth.
2 teeth.
Yes.
You want to tell me what happened and how it happened that you fell off your bike?
I was riding my bike up the hill, and then I saw Anthony washing his motorbike. So I said, bet you can't squirt me with the hose. And he ran up and pushed me off my bike.
You saw Anthony and he was doing a chore, washing his bike. So you said to him, I bet you can't squirt me with that hose? Why did you say that to him?
I don't know.
Well, that was pretty silly, wasn't it?
Yes.
Well, what if he started chasing you with the hose? That's what you asked him to do. You bet him, right?
Yes.
Would you have liked that?
No.
So what happened after you said to him, bet you can't squirt me with that hose?
He ran up and pushed me off my bike.
He did?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what happened, Anthony?
No.
What happened, Anthony?
Well, after he said that, like, I pretended like I was gonna squirt him with the hose. Like, I pointed at him. And so I started running after him, and then, like...
With the hose or without the hose?
Without the hose, because I dropped it because I couldn't reach him. So, like, when I was running after him, he was, like, trying to avoid it. So he hit the curb, and he flipped.
How far away from you was he when he hit the curb and flipped? Show me someplace in this room.
Well, right there, maybe.
Where? Walk up and point to it.
Right here.
Okay, now step back. So what you're telling me, Anthony, is you never touched his bike?
Nope.
Now, Brian, you were riding away from him?
Yes.
Is that because he was chasing you?
Yes.
So you're looking in the other direction.
Mm-hmm.
How do you know he bumped you off your bike? Did you turn around and look to see where he was?
Yes.
And when you turned around and looked to see where he was, what happened?
I saw him push my bike.
No, I don't think you did, Brian. I don't think you saw him push your bike. I think he was chasing you.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think at the very moment that he pushed your bike, you turned around to look at him. You might have turned around and hit a curb and fell. And he was chasing you. And the reason you fell off your bike is because he was chasing you. There's no question about that. But you made up a little bit of fib when you said he pushed you, because I don't believe he pushed you. Understand? Because that was a fib you just told me, that you turned around at the exact moment he pushed your bike and you saw him push it and you fell off. That's a fib. That doesn't mean he might not be responsible, because he was chasing you. You were trying to get away from him, but you started out by teasing him. Why were you teasing him?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay. Here you go. Now, I understand that when... Now I need the two mothers up here, please. Now, I understand that when this happened, Miss Sickelis, I understand that Anthony or you went and got Brian. Somehow he got to your house.
Well, my older son came in and said that Anthony had the hose and that Brian was taunting the boys. They race motorcycles, so he was washing his bike. And him and another little boy were taunting the boys.
Brian, were you with somebody else?
Yes.
Who were you with?
Robbie, my friend.
How old is Robbie?
think 9.
And was Robbie saying anything to Anthony and his brother?
No.
Just you?
Yes.
Go ahead.
So he had warned them, you know, get off our driveway, and because they live far down the street. And so for them to be, you know, up there, and so Anthony, you know, had warned them.
They're allowed to be up there. They're just, listen, he's a 9-year-old kid. They're playing
Right.
kids' games. You know, I bet you can't hit me with that bike. I bet you can't squirt me. And then they turn around and they ride away. Right? He decides he's going to try to get him with the hose.
The
Hose
second
doesn't
time.
reach. Hose doesn't reach. He starts chasing him. He's turning around, not looking where he's going. He falls off his bike.
Right.
That's what happened. You don't have to be a genius to figure that out unless you're
Right.
trying to blame somebody else. All right. So, but he came to your house.
He split his chin, and he had his knee was scratched. So I brought him in my house.
You brought Brian into your house.
Right. And I told the other little boy, go get his dad. Now, the other little boy went to go get his dad, not Brian's dad. And so I brought him in the bathroom and put like,
You took care of him as best you could.
Yes.
Well, who came to finally get him?
I took him home, and then I talked to the father, and the father was very upset, which I understood. I mean, you know, his child was hurt, and he was bending, and I was, you know.
Well, what was he saying to you? Step up.
That.
That what?
That, you know, that our kids have problems, and they have no supervision.
Why were you?
And I was saying sorry.
Just a second. Why were you involved in that kind of conversation with us, sir?
Well, there was some admittance that he was pushed off the bike, and I did.
Just a second. What did Anthony say to you? Did he admitted pushing him off the
Anthony's
bike?
brother was down there, and I said, "Where's the father figure?" I said, "There's nobody watching these kids."
Listen, your son was at their house. What's wrong with you?
Judge Judy Brian Jurse says neighbor 12-year-old Anthony Sickeles shoved him off his bike. Anthony claims he never touched him.
Your son was at their house. They didn't come to your house. He was there, and he was teasing them. The lady brought him home to you because you weren't out there supervising him. He's 9. Quiet. He's 9. You weren't out there supervising him. She went in, took care of him, brought him back to you. So, I mean, I read that, and I said, why would a grown man open up a mouth like that to this lady? Any reason?
No,
Oh, you
I
just
saw my
lost your
kid
temper.
I saw my kid covered in blood.
Yeah.
There had been prior instances with Anthony teasing my son, and I just, you know, I made a couple of comments. Like
Well,
that.
then you were wrong. Okay. Because your son started it. You understand that? Okay. So, and if he got hurt, he got hurt. That's all he's got to know. He can't tease people, especially people who are older, people who are bigger. But we're not talking about a 9-year-old and a 25-year-old. We're talking about a 9-year-old and an 11-year-old who are about the same size. Right?
Yes.
So, it happens. That's what happens with boys. So you don't get that kind of upset, sir, especially to somebody who's trying to do the right thing. Now, I don't know anything about these boys. I don't know about their history. I don't know if they're wise, Alex. That may be. He may be a little bit of a Weisenheimer, this one over here. This one.
He's more outgoing than my oldest one.
Oh, well, he was
Yeah.
one with a smirk on his face, so I wasn't exactly sure what that
He's
smirk
nervous.
was. Are you nervous? Am I
Yes.
making you nervous?
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
So he's like, he was.
I thought like you got that from my hair, so
Well, I thought you could use a little bit of a comb down, but that's, I understand that's the style these days, so I have to go with it. You're not mine. It's fine with me. Oh, I don't know what you were upset about. So you're upset because you saw your son injured. That doesn't necessarily mean you have the right to take off against the boy's mother.
Your Honor.
Yes.
Brian and Robbie were on their way up to Robbie's house. They had to ride their bikes past their house to get to Robbie's house. And in numerous incidents before this incident, these boys had stopped Robbie and Brian, saying they could not pass them on the street to go back and forth between
So
Robbie's
as a
house
result
and
of
my
that,
house.
Brian stopped and said to them, I bet you can't squirt me with the hose. Does your street have two sides to it?
He was on the opposite side of the street.
No, he wasn't.
That's
No,
according
he
to
wasn't.
Brian,
No.
He was not
He
in the
wasn't.
driveway, according to
No, he wasn't. He was on the drive. He was close to the driveway. He wasn't on the other side of the street.
He was riding up on the
He's
sidewalk.
giving you baloney. Just because he's yours doesn't mean he won't give you baloney.
I had another instance with Anthony.
I'm not interested. I'm interested in this one. And in this one, he started it. He finished it. She's not responsible. He started it. And I don't believe that he pushed the bike. I believe that he chased him and he fell off the bike. I don't believe he pushed him off the bike. You're not that evil, are you? Try to be nice to each other. That's what the world's all about. Goodbye.
Hardy's our excuse. You may step out.
They became very hostile after we made a police report.
We tried to settle it, but they didn't want to settle it.
Put us off when they go by my husband.
Wanted to get attorneys first, and this is where we're at now.
And now the next case.
All parties in the matter of Berardi versus Berardi. Step forward, please.
Fleet manager John Berardi is suing his ex-wife, homemaker Lisa Berardi, for an unpaid loan for their son's legal fees. Lisa claims the money was John's idea.
Mr. Berardi, the defendant is your former wife. According to your complaint, you say that she owes you $950 for legal fees that were incurred by your 14-year-old son. 14-year-old son evidently got a hold of a BB gun, and he shot the BB gun while he was in his mother's custody. Is anybody injured?
No.
Some property damage?
A hole in a window.
Okay. He was arrested, and you claim that his mother borrowed the money from you to pay for a lawyer. You want the money back?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When were you divorced?
When were we divorced? I don't remember the date.
I asked the question.
I don't
you
remember
don't remember.
the date.
She'll remember. When were you divorced?
89.
What month?
It was during summertime, about June, July.
I know the hour and the second. In any event, sometime during the summer of 1989.
Mm-hmm.
So your son was very young at the time because he's 14 years now. Do you share custody of him?
Yes.
Do either of you pay support?
No.
You each take care of him when you have him?
Yes, ma'am.
So to say, yes.
What do you mean that's so to say? I don't understand that.
Well, he resides with me.
And he was visiting with you?
Mm-hmm.
Where'd he get the BB gun from?
A friend of mine. We borrowed the BB gun so we can take him up to Pennsylvania by my brother's house.
Okay. Tell me about the loan, sir.
After I got the letters from the court stating that he had to be defended by an attorney, I called around, and the cheapest attorney I could find was $1,000. Since I was not receiving any child support, it was very difficult for me to have to spend that kind of money. I called his mother, and I told her the only way I could do it is if I took the money from a credit card. She told me that she would pay me the full amount for the attorney. She would give me $50 to $100 a month when she could, and every time I asked, she never seemed to have the money for it. Finally, she told me that she would give it to me from her tax return this year, and when that came in, she had to use it for something else. So, again, I didn't receive any money. I just felt like I was being taken advantage of, so I had to file the claim.
Go ahead.
I don't feel that I owe him.
No, the question is, did he call you and tell you about the attorney?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Well, tell me about your version of your recollection of that conversation.
When he called, he told me that he needed an attorney for my son and that the cheapest was $1,000. I did not have $1,000 or $500 to give him. And I said, let me find out and see if I can do it through legal aid. But because my son resides with his father was held responsible for that. So I said, okay, at least I tried. He asked me, for me to pay him. And at the time, I wound up getting laid off at my job. I was on unemployment. I was backed up with bills. I could not afford to pay it. I did say to him that when I would get my unemployment, I would, give him some money. When my unemployment came in, it wasn't what I was expecting. So I could not afford, because I've been backed up. I'm backed up with bills. Now I'm on disability.
What's the nature of your disability?
I fell and I broke my tailbone and I have 4 herniated and ruptured discs.
You owe him the money, and you're going to pay him the money, and I'm going to tell you why. You're getting a free ride. You haven't paid him child support.
He waived that. I support my child when he's by me.
No. He may not pursue you for child support, but that doesn't mean that you're not getting a freebie, madam. Just because you're the mother and he's the father and he happens to have custody of the child, the law is gender blind. We don't see mother, father, we just see 2 parents. And each parent is responsible for the child's support. You've been getting away with it for a long time. So, I believe that you said to him, when I get my money, I'll help you out as best I can, and he relied on that. And how much was the lawyer, $950?
The lawyer was $1,000.
Well, you're suing for $950 because she gave you $50.
She gave me $50. Right.
Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $950. Consider yourself lucky Goodbye. Thank you.
Parties
Thank
are
you.
excused. You may step out.
I couldn't afford it.
I just want to put the matter behind us and move forward.
I just told him whenever I had the money,
We have to parent our child together, and
if I can afford to give it to him, I would.
Larry Huffine is suing his ex-girlfriend, Geraldine Donovan, for switching around his prepaid grave plots. Larry claims she forged a document to do it.
Slide in the courtroom, please. Now, this is case number 127 on the calendar in the matter of Huffine versus Donovan. Parties have been sworn in, Judge. You may be seated. Ladies, have seats, please.
Mr. Huffine, was the defendant a former girlfriend of yours?
Yes, she was.
What I gather is you had one son.
Yes.
Her daughter was in a relationship with your son,
Yes.
and he was tragically killed.
Right.
At that time, you decided to buy some burial plots
5 of them.
so that when your son was buried, you would know that you would be buried next to him and where the family would be. She bought plots above you.
Her daughter did.
In any event, this is your complaint. You found out that a stranger had been buried in one of your plots.
Yes.
And it is your claim that Ms. Donovan caused that to happen
Yes.
and that she forged your signature for the authorization with the cemetery
Yes.
in order to move around the spots. You
Right.
say you never gave you permission for that,
That's correct.
and you want to be compensated.
Yes.
Ms. Donovan says that you did, in fact, give your permission, and she says that she can prove that you gave your permission. And she is counterclaiming because she said she's had to go through all kinds of legal gymnastics to clear herself of these allegations. So first tell me, when did your son pass away?
In 1997, December 24th,
And how did he die?
the doctor made a mistake, drilled into his brain.
So it was a surgical error.
Yes.
How long had you been living with Ms. Donovan at the time?
Less than 2 years.
And how long had your son been involved in a relationship with her daughter?
Probably since, 13 years old.
How old was he when he died?
18.
Now, can you show me, please, the burial plot locations? I would like to be able to see that so I could put it in context.
I have the video right here, if you'd like it.
I would. Can you hold that a second, please? Mr. Huffine, can you walk up to the monitor, please?
Yes.
And I'd like you to sort of point out with me to your finger as it's being explained to me.
Alrighty.
Okay.
This one here is my parents. They're located in the upper cemetery. This right here is my son. When he passed away, I bought these 5 lots right here. This one included. I bought these 2 for me and whoever I was married to, and my ex-wife and whoever she was married to at the time. And the son was in the middle.
Okay. Thank you. So you bought your sons, one for you, one for your wife, should you remarry, one for your former wife, and her mate,
Yes, I
so
did.
that you would all be together. Now, where did the defendant's daughter buy their plot?
She bought the one in front of my son.
Excuse me. One. Just a second. One plot or 2?
Just one.
In front of his.
Right.
Okay. Go ahead.
And on May 3rd, I got a call from my ex-wife, and she said, I'm at the cemetery. And she said, it scared me to death. Someone was in your plot, my plot that I bought. And I said, no, I think you're mistaking. And she says, no, I'm not. So I called Jerry, and I said, you didn't do anything with these plots, did you? And she goes, no, I didn't. So I went down the cemetery, and I seen that Anthony David was buried in one of my plots. So I went up to the...
Was it the one right next to your son or
No,
one
it
over?
was the end. So I went up to the main office there at the cemetery, and they gave me a letter that Jerry had wrote and forged and switched plots on me.
Can I see a copy of that
Yes.
letter, please?
And here's one for the notary if you'd like to look at that too, saying that he did not do that.
I'd like to see both. Continue.
And at this point, I went through different attorneys. They explained to me what she had did, and they gave me a copy of that.
And you said I never signed it.
No, I never signed that. She also called the cemetery and told them she did not remember doing this.
That's hearsay. Yes, I'll hear you.
I thought it would make it easier. I do have copies from the cemetery of the plots. That would make it easier for you.
I'd like to see them, please. Okay. Tell me the circumstances surrounding the plaintiff agreeing to switch cemetery plots so that you and your daughter would be together.
Side by side. I'd be head-to-head with Larry. She would be head-to-head with Michael. Michael's mother and her boyfriend would be on one side of Michael.
And Anthony Davis is a stranger to everybody.
Right.
So I want you to tell me the circumstances surrounding Mr. Huffine agreeing to make that change, which in effect would say to him, if you marry either your wife or your ex-wife's mate could not be buried in the same line. Explain that to me.
When we bought the plots, and we did...
By the way, who bought them?
I did.
Larry did. They were under his name.
He paid for them.
Yes, but...
So he paid for them, so they were his plots.
Right. But all my monies went into Larry's checking account, and I do have proof of that.
I don't care about that.
Okay.
He bought the plots.
He bought the plots. They were in his name. At some point, I don't have a date, but I believe it was in early 1999, my daughter had said she wished that I would have bought my plot next to her. And she said, well, I wonder if you can switch it. I said, I don't know. So I called the cemetery. I asked the cemetery, can you exchange your plot if you want to? They said you can, as long as you do it before the last payment is made. And it has to be a letter.
From the owner.
A request
From the
in
owner.
writing, notarized. So I didn't do it immediately. I thought about it for a little bit of time. And to be honest, I don't remember any specific hard, long talks between Larry and myself. I just remembered that he did agree to it. I did write the letter out myself.
You wrote the letter out yourself, and that was in 1999.
Correct.
Were you still together as a couple then?
Yes, we were.
When did you separate from Mr. Huffine?
The end of August 1999.
So not far after this.
Not
so I
far.
assume things had not been going well for a while.
Larry had suffered a lot of personality changes due, I guess, to Michael's death.
So things had not been going well for a while.
Right.
If you separated in August, and this was done in May, it was a brief few months. So I assume that in May, things were not going well between the two of you.
Everything seemed to be going fine, except for that Larry was very depressed a lot.
So things were not going fine.
Well, I don't know
I'm not
exactly what you
interested in what
mean.
you
I
have to
mean, we
say
weren't
now.
screaming, fighting, tearing each other's hair out.
Well, then how come you separated a couple of months later?
Because the end of June or July, he went to work in Utah, and he had an affair.
Yes.
And when I found out, I moved out.
Judd claims ex-girlfriend Geraldine Donovan forged documents so she could switch around his prepaid grave plots.
So things were going absolutely fine until that time.
To me, they were.
And to you?
No, before I told her in the beginning of '99 she would be moving to start saving her money up and get her replaced.
When did you tell her that?
Probably February.
Tell me about the conversation that you had with her.
It took place. She told me she was going to move her daughter back in, and I said, no, she's not. And she says, well, if she's not moving back in, I'm moving out. And I said, well, I have to go to Utah till the end of August. When I come back, have your own place.
Why did you not want her to move her daughter back in?
Many different reasons. Her daughter was very disrespectful. She was 19 years of age. She was experienced an ecstasy drug, and I didn't want to be around it. And I told her no, and she could not accept that answer.
And that was in February.
That was in February. She knew.
After February, did you continue to live as a family with the defendant?
Yes.
Well, then how did she know you were serious?
Because when I told her she was moving out, I was very serious. She knew that.
Okay. Was your daughter living with you in January of 1999?
I don't believe so.
Was there a time when she was planning on moving back in 1999?
I don't remember.
Claim, Ms. Donovan, that the plaintiff agreed to switching of these plots. And according to your answer, you have an expert witness who is prepared to testify with regard to that. I'd like to hear the witness. Is that you?
Yes.
Step up, please. Witness been sworn, Bird?
Witness has been sworn, Your Honor.
Tell me your name.
Andrea McNichol.
Miss McNichol, when did you become familiar with the defendant?
Well, I actually just by telephone on May 8th, 2003.
And what did she tell you?
She asked me to examine a document, I guess you're calling that the cemetery plot document that
Yes.
was notarized. I asked her for the original. It's always best to examine the original. She called back later and said she made an attempt to get the original, that they would not make it available. I told her that anything that I could find would have to be contingent on that the the copies that I looked at were true representations of the original. In other words, sometimes you get the original and you see that someone had cut and pasted something on there, or there are things on that you cannot see when you see the copies. After that, she provided a large sampling of signatures. I told her to get the signatures of Larry Huffine and the notary.
Okay, this letter from the notary. Did you, in fact, examine the signature on the notary?
Yes.
And you concluded that the signature on the notary was the same?
Yes.
To my naked eye, the J's are totally different.
Well, if you'll notice on the letter, he writes his J's 4 times.
Well, he wrote it because he evidently looked at this. You've seen this logbook?
Yes.
It is clear that according to the notary's logbook, he did in fact notarize something for Miss Donovan.
Correct. But I would like to call your attention to the fact that I was also provided a large sampling of his signatures, not just the one.
May I see them, please?
Yes. Actually, I prepared this whole report. This is the copy they made for you.
Now that's what I'm looking at. Well, clearly, the signature on this document, which has nothing to do with this case, but I'm just looking at the signature, the J is different from the J on this document. Let's take a look.
I don't find it different.
Let's take a look.
You never sign your name the same way twice.
Let's take a look. No, but this J is totally backwards.
It's
and
my
that's
opinion
totally
that
different.
That's his handwriting.
I'm just asking you about the J.
Okay,
That's
well,
totally different.
This other document he signs, in my opinion, with several shapes to the letter J.
Judge Judy continues and says, ex-girlfriend Geraldine Donovan switched around his prepaid grave plots without his permission.
What do you say is his handwriting in
this?
this?
Just the notary box.
In this?
Just in the notary box. Now, unless the whole notary area was cut and pasted on here, this is his handwriting in this lower
Which is
right
a
corner.
possibility.
Yes, without seeing the original, it is a possibility.
That is inconsistent, however, with his log.
Right, but his contention...
No, not his contention, but it's inconsistent with his log.
Well, his log states that just one individual came
Correct. Just one individual, and that's Miss Donovan, and she signed a cemetery affidavit. Okay. And it is your opinion that the signature on this cemetery document is his signature?
Yes.
Would you go over there and bring that board up closer to me so that I can see it?
I do have original documents, if you'd like to see them.
Okay, so the question signature from this cemetery document is at the top.
Okay.
Okay, now I have not had the opportunity to examine the original, but if the copy shows that there was not a cut and paste and that this ink was placed upon the paper, then these signatures match exactly to these other signatures.
Some of these are from checks and some of these are from other things.
Correct.
Cards, greeting cards, etc.
Yes.
Okay. Put that back, please, Ms. McGregor. I'd like you up here, please. Are you telling me that you made your decision based on the documents that the defendant gave you?
Yes.
And one of the documents that she gave you was a greeting card. I have it here, Hallmark greeting card. I'd like to see the original. Bird, would you hand me the original, please?
I think that's all. There's several originals.
I just want to look at the greeting card.
A little strange with a love in a full name.
Isn't it?
This
is the one. This doesn't strike you as being strange?
Yes, it does.
Somebody sends an I love you greeting card and signs it, love Larry Huffine.
And he signed every card he ever gave me.
Everything she gave me was like
Larry D. Huffine, Larry Huffine, always.
3700, love Larry Huffine.
I can only go on what's presented to me.
I understand. Thank you very much. Good. Now I will hear from your daughter. She's been dying to say something. I'm going to hear from you.
Your Honor, you have a letter right in front of you from the cemetery saying that the document is an original document.
No, it's not an original. I don't have an original.
It's a true
It is a true.
I do not have an original.
The city of Las Vegas will not release it.
I do not have an original,
No,
and neither, listen to me, and neither did your forensic expert have an original. Now, your forensic expert could have seen the original, but your forensic expert does not have the original.
No, that's not what I'm referring to, ma'am. Fine. I'm referring to you have a letter before you.
I understand what you told me, that some clerk said that this is a copy of the original. I understand what you're saying to me. You're not going to be able to change that your forensic expert did not have the original. I have to make a judgment, and my judgment is based on several things. I believe, Ms. McNichol, that you are a qualified expert in the field of forensics. I believe that you were quite honest with me when you said that you did not have the original, and that perhaps, had you had the original, your judgment would have been different. Without having the original, you believe the copy of the document that I have is Larry Hufffine's signature. I disagree with you. I have to ask myself why someone who had so carefully planned for the death of his entire family would have permitted a scenario where a stranger could be buried next to him. That's one thing. The timing of this letter is also very important. Ms. Donovan would have me believe that Mr. Huffine would, during a time of domestic strife, be so kind as to permit the defendant and her daughter to move into a situation where a stranger is occupying the cemetery plots that he has bought and paid for. That doesn't make sense. And if it doesn't make sense, it's usually not true. So I do not believe that he ever agreed to this. Now, I also find most bizarre a love card that is signed Love Larry Huffine, but some people maybe that's strange, and it is possible that that's strange. I have to make a judgment based upon what has a ring of truth to it. What has a ring of truth to it is Miss Donovan's daughter wanted to be close to her mother and close to the teenage boyfriend, and she persuaded her mother, who knew she was on her way out of this relationship, to forge this signature. I believe that that's what happened. And since I'm the final arbiter, because that's where you've put this case, your counterclaim, Ms. Donovan, for damages due to defamation of character and slander are dismissed, and I am awarding Mr. Huffine $5,000 that he has requested, which is the maximum possible allowance that this court can grant him, although I don't know how he can ever rectify the situation that has occurred with the cemetery plot. I doubt very much whether he can, and for that I am, sir, sincerely sorry. That's all. This case is over.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
Thank you, Your Honor.
To be accused of forgery and fraud is not very pleasant.
He is good at gluing stuff on and whiting things out. I've seen her do it on prescriptions before.
He has a new wife now. I believe that she is very upset that there's not going to be a place for her.
She's evil. That's all there is to it.
Professional con. I've never had the deed, never seen the deed, never been in possession of the deed.
Just thank you, Judge Judy.
20-year-old student Jennifer Klein is suing her former friend, 24-year-old ironworker Michael Rosenquist, for wrecking her car and then giving false information. Jennifer says his actions got her in trouble with the police.
Yeah, this is case number 177 on the calendar in the matter of Klein versus Rosenquist. Parties have been sworn in, Judge. You may be seated. Gentlemen, have seats.
All right, the basic of this case has to do with the fact that Miss Klein says, Mr. Rosenquist, that you were driving her car. She was in the car with you at the time you were driving the car, and you hit another car. And then Miss Klein says that when you got out of the car, the driver of the other car and you supposedly exchanged information, or you gave the owner of that car your information.
That's correct.
Which Miss Klein says was false. As a result of that, she was hauled in by the police because the car is registered in her name and the owner had the license plate, and she got into some serious difficulty. So she's suing you for a whole bunch of things, including fixing her car, the other man's car, because she was originally going to be tried with hit and run. Is that right?
Yeah.
And your defense to the case is, if she didn't like the way I handle it, she should have taken care of it herself.
Well, if you're a driver, you know, you should, depending on what happened, you know, no matter what happened, I feel that she should
Just
give...
a second, I got a feeling this is going to be one of those. One of those slippery things where he's thinking as he's talking. So we're going to get a real kick out of this. Okay? So let's pay attention. This is going to be like Comedy Central. All right, Mr. Rosenquist, let's start again.
Basically, I just feel that she should have had to give her information too, you know, just to follow through, you know, with the information that I gave.
So what you're saying is that... Are you chewing gum?
Yes, ma'am.
So basically, Mr. Rosenquist, what you're saying is if she didn't like the way I handled it, she should have handled it herself.
Yes.
You're a fast learner. First of all, let's go back. Why was he driving your car? Look at me. Don't smile. Don't smile and don't give me a lot of baloney. Why was he driving your car?
Because he insisted on it, and he was checking to see if I had a noise in my car, and he was driving it to see what was wrong.
Was he a mechanic?
Yes.
Was he your mechanic?
No, he was a friend that was a mechanic.
He was a friend of yours. Was he a date? Had you gone
No.
out with him?
We're just friends, good friends.
And on what day was he driving your car?
I believe it was July 17th, 2002.
And how long had he been driving your car?
Probably 2 minutes.
Where did this accident happen?
He was taking a right into an apartment complex.
Why was he going into an apartment complex?
Because that's where his friend was at, but he wanted to go see if he was home. He takes a right, and the music was up, kind of loud. I have a loud stereo. So he turned into the apartment complex, hit the other car, and the guy got out of his car, stopped us, and he got out of the car, started talking to the other guy. By the time I got out, he said that he had given him his information and that everything was going to be taken care of, that he was going to pay for all damages and for me not to worry about it. And so I calmed down, and we went back to his house, and I examined my bumper, which it had been scratched and ripped away a little bit, and he kept on assuring me everything was going to be taken care of.
What was the next thing that happened, Miss Klein?
A week later, he was talking to me, and I asked him if the guy had ever called him. He said no, he must have, not really cared, not a lot of damage. And the next day, I get a phone call from my parents saying that the police called saying that I had been in a hit and run, and I needed to call Sherwood Police Department and work it out with them. So I called them. They told me that someone in the accident gave false information to the other driver, and so it's a hit and run, and since it's underneath my name, I'm the one responsible.
So what did you do?
I went to the police station, talked to him, and then they told me that they would put a warrant out for my arrest and arrest me if I did not bring him in. So I went and got him, and I brought him in.
What did you tell the police?
I told the police my version of the story.
Which was?
When we pulled into the parking lot, the stereo was loud, and I didn't even feel anything. It was kind of a heat, dead serious. Did not feel anything at all. I don't know if it was because the subs were going or what, but pulled in the parking lot, and next thing you know, I've got this gentleman standing next to the window. I couldn't even really understand him very well, but I could smell liquor. We were at the river all day, and I actually was drinking too. And he was a little bit belligerent. I felt a little bit threatened, hence the false information that I gave.
So you gave false information?
The only false information that I did give was not my last name.
Well, what last name did you give him?
My mother's maiden name.
So you gave him misinformation?
Still, he got a hold of me.
You gave misinformation?
So be it.
Oh.
I didn't want a drunk person showing up at my house, endangering my family or myself, or anybody else for that matter.
What do you do for a living?
Iron worker.
How old are you?
24.
Do you go to church? I asked you a question.
Religiously?
Ever?
No. Yes, I do.
Do you know the name of a minister?
Do I? few, yeah.
Good.
Know a few
Then
chaplains.
Just a second.
Sorry.
I'm way ahead of you. So if you were concerned that this belligerent drunk would contact you or go to your home, you say, listen, I don't know who you are, sir. So I'm going to give you the name of my minister. This is my name. And you can get in touch with me through my minister, and I will contact my minister, and we can make arrangements for me to fix your property through that. There are all kinds of ways to do it if you want to be honest. If you want to be dishonest and slick, you do what you did, which is give him misinformation so that he can't track you down. The only problem is he has her license plate number.
That's correct.
So she got in trouble. What did you do about it when you found out she got in trouble? What did you do?
I went down to the police station.
Did you take care of her car? The answer is either yes
No.
or no. Did you take care of the man's car?
Nope.
Why not?
That's what we're deciding here today.
We're not deciding anything. You already told her that you would take care of everything. You said, don't worry, I'll take care of everything. I gave him my information, I'll take care of it. That's what you told her. So you lied to her. Isn't that right?
Yes.
That means you're a liar. You also lied to me because you filled out this answer, which I read very carefully, which didn't say at all that you gave him misinformation. It says, he made it very tense, so I gave him my work address as a means of contacting me. So you gave me your work address, but with the wrong name.
Wrong last name.
Wrong name. What's your first name?
Michael.
Okay, let's see this. Bird, how many Michaels do you know? Just think. How many Michaels do you know? Do you know more than 2 Michaels?
I know more than 10 Michaels.
No more than 10 Michaels. What's your name?
Jeff DeMott.
Jeff! How many Michaels do you know?
More than 5.
What's your name?
Josh.
Better not be Michael. You know a couple of Michaels, Josh?
I know about 3.
We're not talking about a very, very odd name. We're talking about Michael. Michael. Right? And you work as an iron worker?
That's correct.
And how many people work in your plant?
My plant?
Where you work?
Where do I work?
Where you work. The plant where you work. Unless you do iron work in your backyard.
I build power plants and water treatment facilities at the
So you must work with a lot of people.
Of course I do.
Any Michaels?
More than a few.
So let's not play with each other, Mr. Rosenquist. Miss Klein, I'm finished with playing with Mr. Rosenquist. He is a loser, and a dishonest one at that. So would you kindly tell me what your damages were?
First, I have a $75 ticket I had to pay because they gave me a ticket for failure to report an accident. Then I have an estimate of my insurance with my parents compared to one on my own now.
What do you mean?
Well, because of this whole entire situation, I was underneath my parents' insurance, and the accident was for the other guy's car was paid from my insurance company, and plus this extra ticket on my insurance too. So my insurance went through the roof.
He's not going to compensate you for that. You want to know why? Don't let somebody else drive your car. And if somebody is driving your car and turns up the blasters up so that you can't hear yourself think and you can't hear yourself have an accident, then that's your problem.
Judge Judy continues in a moment. And later today, Line says former friend Michael Rosenquist owes for wrecking her car and then giving false information.
You want to know something else? I'm adding on the $75 ticket, $500, because that's what I think your afternoon of having agita was worth when you had to go down to the police station after parents being called and told that you were being charged with hit and run unless you went down there because he lied.
Okay, thank you.
And that's what I think it's worth, other than taking care of the other person's car. Now, did you do that or did the insurance company do that?
Excuse me, can you repeat that?
Did your insurance company cover the other man's damage or did you?
No, the insurance company did,
Fine.
and that's the reason why.
What about the damage to your car?
I only have liability, so it didn't cover my car.
Is it a scratched bumper that you...
तो हेलो गाइस, कैसे आप लोग? बहुत अच्छे हैं, स्वस्थ हैं, ठीक है? तो आप लोग वीडियो में बने रहें।